Video game podcast.
Oh yeah! Welcome back, everybody. What's good? Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome once again to your favorite video game podcast. That's right, it's the Level 857 Video Game Podcast with the usual suspects. Algae 857. The 20,000 Stallion.
No one's ever going to know your name.
If they can't read.
Go ahead.
I said my name.
You said Sticks? I laughed over you saying Sticks.
Yo, wow. I didn't even hear
try
it.
again. Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chalk, what up?
Oh, we got some peeps in the chat. What's
up?
the family? Bizarre.
Mass
What's
produced.
good? Mass produced. What's good, everybody? Everybody.
What's
You
up,
guys have been
everybody?
following us also. Make sure to vote, man.
Yes.
Make sure to vote.
Make sure to vote. Elections night still going on.
No, we have
Still
a poll.
going on. Dude, really? Still going on.
Man.
It is.
No, we have a poll on Twitter.
Oh,
Yes.
That's what we mean.
There we go. Yeah, you gotta be specific.
Vote on the poll. Pause on Twitter. What the fuck?
There's no poll. You can vote.
Poll. Yeah. You see? I had to cover my tracks.
no, there's
Voting
no
poll.
need. There was no need.
Yes. Playing Gotham. Yeah. Gotta you get go. back on that.
Great game.
Nice,
There
nice,
you go.
nice.
There you go.
It's one of the, there's been like 3 games released this week, and that's one of them, basically.
I'm trying to like ignore them.
Yeah,
I have to.
There's a ton of games. There's
Too many.
Too many this month.
There's a lot.
And that's not even counting Call of Duty, because none of us play that.
I got
Well,
4 games. in the
normally I
last-
play Call of Duty, but I just wasn't excited for this one.
Word? I heard it's doing good, though.
Yeah, I heard it's doing very well. I think it broke a record for the company. I think.
Fuck it.
Call of Duty's got a
Aggressive?
huge fan base.
Sorry, man. My
Call
blood's
of Duty.
Still pumping. My blood's still pumping.
That's
my
Someone's phone is on.
That's my phone. That's my phone.
It's okay.
I'm not professional, y'all. I'm not
Gonna
professional.
say.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how to act.
So let's start off by talking about the
How
games.
broke we are. No.
Yeah. How broke I
Wow.
am.
Speak for yourself.
Games we've been playing.
Because you didn't buy nothing yet.
Yeah. And for everybody out there watching live, we have a treat for you.
Actually, you did get Gotham, though.
You did?
No.
Oh, I thought you
Come on.
said you did.
No.
Oh,
You got
I
Gotham.
got them. I got a new
You
phone.
need to get it on Steam.
Good.
Yeah,
Get
you
it
don't
for
do
Steam.
mobile gaming, though.
I got some clippers the other day. Shit's is
Nobody
dope.
cares
I
about
cut
that.
my neck though.
Yeah, because
That means they good.
no, it's not.
At least they work, right?
They're not good.
What the hell? That should be a game right there.
So I got these clippers.
Getting
Could you
clippers.
imagine?
Buying clippers, the game.
Mass, what game is Ghost Song? What is that? I never heard of that.
Ghost song, seriously.
I don't know.
Have y'all heard of that?
Ghost Rider's theme song.
Ghost song.
Stop.
Before Turbo continues to talk,
All right,
who wants
yeah.
to start?
Let's go.
Jeez. All right. So who's starting with the games that they've been playing this
I'll
week?
start.
All right. So hold on. All right. What you been playing?
Gotham Knights.
Gotham.
And yeah, like all those characters are very dope. I will say, Red Hood isn't as fun in the beginning as the other characters, but as you level him up, I think he becomes one of the most fun characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I was going through this one stage where I was surrounded by security. And I was beating them senseless, attaching bombs to their back.
Oh, that's an actual.
Bruh.
That's pretty cool.
It is
That's cool.
funny.
I never used him before.
Yo.
I never used him before.
Yo, when you level him up, he's a menace.
Yes.
To kind of
He is
piggyback
an
off of
absolute menace.
Gotham Knights, since I've been playing that also, characters are definitely different when you level them up.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've been having more fun with Nightwing because there's like a dodge move. Like, there's a thing you can unlock, and if you hold down the dodge, he does
Yep.
all these acrobatic fucking
Yep.
flips. I'm like, that shit's fire. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Yep.
That's definitely cool. But yeah, go ahead.
And Batgirl is fun. She's a
shit.
savage too.
She's the shit.
I never used her, and I heard she was the best in the game.
She's definitely one of my favorites.
She's the shit.
I mean, I like every character in the game. Like, there's nobody that's not fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and Nightwing is awesome too. And Robin's a little menace too,
Oh, Robin's a problem, dude.
because he can silently knock out the big dudes,
But
which
can-
is always.
But can they like release that Jim Lee costume for? I'll pay a couple of bucks, man. Let me get that.
Oh, it's gonna be a couple of
$2.
That's fine.
But yeah, man, good game. I haven't beaten it yet. I think I'm close to the end. But yeah, this game is super fun. If you guys like comic books and you guys like,
Gotham Knights is shit.
yeah, it's get it,
Shit.
get it. It's co-op. Just get it.
Do it.
Don't listen to the haters.
Do it.
Seriously.
Fuck the haters.
Damn.
What I buy? I bought a new game because there's like 4 that I want, but I'm only buying 2 full price, and the rest will be on sale. One of those games that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this. Sonic Frontiers.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I was like, you know what? Because I was like, all right. I looked at the video the other day. I saw a PS5 and a Switch comparison, and the Switch doesn't look bad. I was like, the Switch version
It looks good.
I was like, it's holding up. I was like, it doesn't look bad. And I'm like, okay, do I care more about being portable? Am I going to play this on the train? Or do I really want to, see it 60 frames? So I had to do the Xbox. I had to see Sonic 60 frames. Mario
Of course,
and Sonic, they got to be 60
know that
frames.
you're going to pick
Oh, you got it
60
for Xbox?
I got it for Xbox. Well, there's the thing.
Wow.
Well, I thought about because I was like, I was the same way with the Dragon Ball.
I'm
Kakarot.
surprised.
You were surprised.
I'm surprised.
I was thinking about I was really about to get it for Switch because I was like, I would like to play this on the train too, but I was like, nah, he's gonna be going fast, and I want to see. And this is supposed to be like the good first Sonic 3D game in a long time, and I played like good 4 hours of it. It's pretty good. It's actually, I'm like, this is a pretty good game.
This is how you know it's an actual good game because there's a lot of YouTubers. I'm not going to say any names, but there's a lot of YouTubers who are always about that hate when something's out. First person to be like, "Oh, this game sucks." They're all turning little kids. They're like, "Oh, you could do this." Oh. I'm like, "Look at you."
One thing that impressed me about Sonic Frontiers, right, is because they drop you into a stage like right when you begin the game, right? And I thought Sonic controlled kind of weird. I had to get used to his controls because he goes fast and his top speed. He's got acceleration. When I first got dropped into it, by default, it put me in the 4K mode, 30 frames. So I was like, yo, where's the 60 frames? What's going on? So I pressed pause. I pressed pause, and I found the performance mode. I put that on. But you can customize Sonic. You can make him... He's got like a meter of his acceleration, his top speed, how he turns when he boosts, how he turns with his regular... Yeah, there's like...
That's wild.
I turned them all up. I was like,
He's like a car.
I was like, how? Yeah, I was like, how does he control when you put all of it on? He controls awesome. When I put everything up on high, I'm like, yo, I can go fast, and then I can just make him turn on a dime. I'm like, this is pretty freaking awesome. I was like, so I recommend putting him on that because I thought like the first time he was like, all right, getting him to turn and stuff, it was a little tough to get used to. But when you put all the settings up, I was like, okay, it's
So you
awesome.
don't have to gain levels to build up all that stuff?
Nah,
Points?
No. You get,
They probably thought of that.
I unlock some stuff. You unlock some stuff as you get points, as you kill enemies
His
and stuff
moves
like
and
that.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but he controls really good. He's got like, he has an evade move. He's got like several.
He has
got,
a
like,
parry too.
He's got a parry, yeah, and it's not dependent on timing. You just hold it down, and he's automatically going to do it.
Interesting.
I thought, doesn't Sonic get faster throughout the game?
I think so. I think you could update. I think you could upgrade his speed, and he's quick already. So I was like, well, he gets faster than this. I'm like, this is. I was impressed though. I think I played like 2 regular, regular Sonic stages in the cyberspace or whatever like that, and just running around on that island. I'm like, this game is pretty freaking cool. I gotta put some more time into it. So yeah.
I'm glad it's good. I'm glad they did a good job with it. I'm glad a lot of people are enjoying it because it's good for Sega and it's good for gaming to have a good Sonic 3D game rather than having to go back to the roots and do it 2D all the time,
Yeah.
Because Mario was able to do that, and Sonic has had games that are 3D but they've been decent and have like shitty elements.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want that to overshadow. It's been overshadowing a lot of 3D Sonics, but it's good to hear that this one's good.
Yeah. So far, so good. The first 4 hours, I was impressed. I was like, okay, and yeah, with the blur effect when he runs real fast with the 60 frames, crazy. You guys understand? And other than that, I'm playing Live Alive. I got further in that. It's I think I'm getting close to the end.
My family said his Sonic was an empty box that he got
What?
in the mail.
Yeah, that's
Fucked up.
Oh,
Got an empty box
from Amazon.
Wait, like an empty cardboard box or like the Sonic cover?
the case
with no game in it.
That's foul.
I think that's even worse.
That would be the worst.
That's even worse than the empty
Somebody played it.
cardboard. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I got the game and there's no card in there, or whatever, no CD. Whatever.
Yeah, with that one, I got lazy. I just got the digital. I was like, you know
No
what?
code or nothing, man.
I'm tired of getting physical games because I have to get up and take the disc out, put another one.
Oh my god!
Poor you.
Oh my
It's
god!
just, I could do that with some games. I'm like, I need some games.
I would actually
on here.
want a physical of Sonic Frontiers. That's one of those I think I would want a physical of.
I
Definitely.
want to just go to the icon, press play, and have it come on instead of me having to get up and hit eject
and then swap it out for another game. I need some games that are on the hard drive.
You have a rough life.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Poor
crazy.
you, man.
I couldn't imagine that.
It's crazy, man. You guys,
First world problems, y'all. First world problems.
you guys don't understand.
Fucking.
Can we have a? Do we have to have a benefit for you, man?
It's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Let's start a GoFundMe for
Yeah,
him.
go for
Can someone turn on the game
the emotional damage.
For the emotional distress that he has to get up and switch the disc.
Push the disc. Wait for it to load up. I do the quick. I was about to say quick resume. You do the quick resume.
Oh boy.
And then you got those games that are digital ready to go.
Dude, I'm gonna get you a.
See, Gordo's unsubscribing.
I'm gonna get you an exosuit to get your ass up.
Yeah, right.
The old ass can't stand up.
Go gadget.
Guys, I have to. I use my voice to turn the TV on, man. I can't even use the remote control anymore. I can't find the remote. I can't find the remote.
You can't.
And you
use
can't
the
even
remote.
speak.
That's like, yeah, and you can't even talk. Which is crazy.
I can't use the remote anymore.
amazing.
I can't never find it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just turn on my voice so I can
So
get
with
this
the
Netflix
speech
going.
impediment you usually have, how's that possible?
He's like, go on.
Well, the good thing about Alexa, she learns your voice as you keep talking to her, so she gets better every day.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Sharon!
what else you playing?
Live Alive and the usual suspects. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right.
Just Live Alive. I gotta get that
cool.
done. But the game is good. I say it's great every day. It's only 20 hours, and I've been playing it for 2 months, so I gotta get it off.
Yeah, exactly. You should probably finish that in 2 days.
Yeah, he's been talking about that
Heavy
game
metal.
for like 2 months.
Live Alive.
In the building.
Heavy metal.
I can't.
Flame.
Heavy metal loves the process of physically swapping the games out. I respect that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
I used to love it till I had to get up from my seat. If I can do
All right.
staying in my
All right, Jay, what are you playing?
Yeah. What are you playing? What are you playing, man?
I finally played an actual game.
yeah.
It's been months. It's been months. And
Yes.
it's new. No, it's not new, but
Yes.
it's related to something that is new. So I was playing Bayonetta 2.
Nice. I still gotta start it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been in the back burner. It's been there for a long time. I bought it originally when it came out for the to the Switch when it came with Bayonetta 1 digital. That was like the last physical game I bought for the Switch.
Bayonetta.
Yeah. And I did not touch it until this
Madly.
week. Yeah,
Madly.
because everyone was getting excited about 3. I was like, okay. I know 2 is amazing. I need
2
to
is
play
the
it.
shit.
Need to play it. So I actually picked it up and turned it on. And it is what I thought. It's maniacal mayhem. From start to where I am, it's just been continuous. Okay, oh shit, here it comes.
How many hours? you got?
I'm only on the 3rd chapter.
Third chapter.
Yeah, so maybe 2.5 hours or so.
I heard
But-
it's like 9. I heard it's not even that long.
No.
yeah,
I'm not expecting it to be long. Not like this. I mean,
But
you
it's
can't.
insane.
It's, all action. Like you can't play all action for 40 hours. Like,
Imagine.
too much. That would be like freaking Resident Evil 4.
hands will be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's great, and I can't wait to get to Bayonetta 3. But I mean, I hope I play that within this year.
Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, because obviously we got God of War, which I'm gonna play, and it's probably gonna cut into me playing this because I'm not gonna wait to play that. I'm
You
gonna
could
play.
actually,
Yeah, God of
if
War,
you take
I'm
a
gonna
day,
get
you
soon.
could knock
I'm
this
gonna
out.
knock this
Yeah,
out
you
as
can knock
fast
it
as
out.
possible.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna knock this out this week or this weekend.
Cool thing about these games, you don't have to do side shit. It's
No,
just, you just run right
I'm
through
gonna
it.
rush
Yeah.
through this game,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I mean, the story's it's not that crazy for me. I don't care about Bayonetta's story.
I mean,
like
the
Devil May
story.
Cry.
Yeah, the story is nonsensical. It doesn't really matter.
It's like
silly.
Devil May Cry. No one gives a shit.
It's
about
like,
it.
give me
the
the
action.
enemies, give me the enemies.
I
Let me fight some
I
giant things.
care about the lore for Devil May Cry, all right?
Well, yeah, not Bayonetta though. Come on,
To a certain extent.
I don't even know what's going on. I gotta save some people.
I want to. What's that? I want to fill your dark heart with light. Some shit like that.
man.
Dark heart with light. I was like, ooh, who wrote that?
Yeah, that's that would make cry like history right there.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
But yeah, I'm having fun with it, and I'm happy to be playing something that's not an emulator that I'm just fixing up. But yeah, that's usually what I'm doing.
So you stuck to
real.
the one game.
Yeah, just the one game.
Nice.
Just the one game. Because I want to beat it. I got to get the God of War. I'm buying it tomorrow.
You lied.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Everybody got
God
it
of War
today.
soon.
Everybody got it today. I'm like, I'm getting it tomorrow.
Yo, but Black Friday and White Thursday are coming up, so it's like
Dude, you can get 2 games and get 1 free from Target right now.
really,
Yes.
right now,
Yes,
2
a lot
games.
of the new games. I don't know.
I gotta look
God
at
of War
Target,
is
huh?
definitely not in.
Okay,
Yeah, God of War is definitely not in right now.
Ah,
But
sucks too.
But yeah, we played another game also. I'll let Al talk about that.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
But
man.
it's a multiplayer game.
Oh yeah, yesterday we played Untitled Goose Game,
That's right.
and I've been waiting to play. I haven't played it. You played it before.
I did play it before. Yes.
You played it one player,
Yes.
and when they
I only
announced,
played the one level though.
oh, you did. But when they announced it was a co-op, I was like, I gotta buy this. I have to play this.
It's so.
Is that
it's
DLC
hysterical.
or is that like
It was downloadable.
Yeah,
It was.
But it was free.
later. Yeah, it was free.
yeah. But man, when I tell you,
Pretty funny.
I was pleasantly surprised about this game because the controls, like, look at this.
Nonsense.
Look at this.
This game's complete nonsense.
it looks like
but
it's-
it's clever and it's clean.
It's funny though.
You ever
And it's
play?
hilarious.
Aren't you just like
You know
there
that-
to cause mayhem?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ruin
You,
people's
you got a
lives.
That's what we were
checklist.
doing.
Yeah, you got a checklist of things that you have to do. So you have to like lock the guy out, whatever of the the garden or whatever, and
We
take his
originally wanted
keys.
to play. We originally wanted to play another Goose game though.
Oh,
It was what was it? The
Mighty Goose.
Mighty Goose. Yes.
There we go. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna give you a chance to put that up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Mighty Goose, which is advertised as co-op,
But bullshit co-op.
but
was-
it was like a
Bullshit co-op.
it was like one of those non-effective companions or whatever that just follow you, like Tails or whatever in the Sonic game. That was it. So I'm like, it's a beautiful looking game too. It looks great.
Gamefly is still around?
oh, who knows?
Well, no, Mass Producer Gamefly has great deals on newer.
Oh yeah.
They're still.
I didn't know they were still around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Did
to
not
look it
know
up.
that.
it's a rental service.
Oh, we originally wanted to play this one. It was like a Metal Sluggish. Type.
It's
Slug with a
super
goose.
Metal Sluggish.
a little bit. Yeah.
But the other guy just follows?
Yeah,
The guy
that's
is
it.
like
You
a
see the duck right
a
there?
Side
He's-
character
that's
who walks
the
around.
right.
What does he do?
Nothing. He
like
he
Tails.
shoots eggs out of his ass. That's it. He shoots eggs.
Shoots eggs out of his
Yeah, watch.
Can he
Wait,
die?
Is he gonna? No,
Probably
he can't
not, no.
die. You
He's
know.
like
Oh, that's why.
He's like Tails.
Yeah, it's horrible.
He's like Tails,
It's exactly like
but
Tails.
does a lot less.
Now I checked their the Twitter of the developers, and they said they're currently working on a 2-player,
An actual
like an
multiplayer?
actual co-op
Oh,
2-player
that's
with
good.
guns.
That's good.
But like, when the heck is that going to
They're
come
like,
out?
here goes a taste of what we're trying to do.
But that tweet was like 2 years ago.
Man.
So I was like, ah,
Well, there it goes. That's
yeah.
the co-op.
yeah, there you go.
That's great.
But yeah, like Untitled Goose Game. I still wonder what the actual titles might have been for this game and why they came up with the. I want to ask the question: why did y'all call it Untitled Goose Game?
Let's call it Gangsta Goose.
Yeah, but
It is mad gangsta.
I gotta say, you know, when you Wipeout for PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
when you first played it, you had that feeling of like the hovercraft type of thing, and you're like, wow,
Untitled Hover Game.
No, but this game, it
Untitled
really
hover
made
game.
you feel like a goose, though. Like
Oh,
the
no,
way
it
it
did.
waddled and everything, the way it controlled, I was like, this is what you would think a goose would
I just
control like.
It just really made you
weird.
feel like you were like harassing people.
Yes.
It's the
what they
harassing.
do.
The harassing game is what
You
this
could
is.
lift up your feathers and stuff. You could put up your your wings.
Yep. Scare the hell out of people.
Yeah,
No, they
it's
fuck
funny,
with
man.
people for no reason.
Yep.
They do
Yeah,
that
it's
shit.
great.
Somebody one day had this goose attack them, and they said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I can make $1 million with this."
Oh yeah, man. The other game I've been playing.
Hey, you mean games?
Yeah. Well,
We'll go through them.
this is going through the line real quick. Bayonetta 3. Oh yeah,
The game I need to get to.
Bayonetta 3.
I heard it was terrible. No, I was Could you imagine that?
Respectful.
It
awful.
sucks.
Throw it in
I got bored and stopped playing. Let me stop. No, it's
yeah.
great. No, it's great. Again, the story, just like you said with 2, the story is it's
out- it's out of
nonsense.
there.
It's in a multiverse type of thing, and it's just crazy. It's just insane. But I like without giving anything away, I like the battle differences and stuff that they give you in the game, and they switch it up a lot with some new stuff. So it's not repetitive. It's not the same thing over and over again, but they do a really good job of switching it up for you. But yeah, highly recommend it.
I had to see a bunch of Godzilla stuff.
Do you like it as the best so far in the series?
So far, yeah.
I've heard it is
So
the best.
far,
They say it's the best. Yeah.
so far it's the best because it has all the same things from the second game.
Dude, I was surprised how
And they
good the
just- they
second
built
one looks still.
Huh?
I'm surprised how good the second one looks on the Switch for that matter.
Yeah.
it was 60
I mean, it was
frames on the Wii U.
It was on the
Yes.
Wii U, yeah.
Mm.
That's where I originally played it on.
Oh, you originally played on Wii U?
Yeah.
The second one?
And Bayonetta 3 is 60 frames on the Switch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pushing its limits.
Crazy. It is
That's where the
pushing
only
its limits.
criticism comes from.
Switch has been
Well,
putting
it's-
some shit that like you'd think that it would make the system explode.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's an ancient system.
Yeah.
By technical standards.
It's like
Yeah.
6 years, right?
Yeah.
It's ancient.
Yeah.
Like, no, the tech that they have in there has been even later than that.
Yep.
The fact that you can still come out with a game on the Switch and on the PS5 still,
Yeah.
you know, like was struggling with PS4 ports.
Especially
you know?
the Android Shield technology, the Tegra chip that's in that.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a Tegra what 1?
I'm not sure the number, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's early.
It's an early Tegra chip, and it's like I'm like, how is it still able to get dumbed down ports?
They never got an update either, like a pro
crazy.
version. At all.
Never.
At all.
Just a screen.
Yeah, the screen, yeah.
Just a lot of
Just a screen.
YouTubers saying that
Switch
there's a
stick.
pro version coming out.
Yeah. Oh, so they're here to get a Switch Pro. No, they're not.
This is the year, guys.
It's not gonna be a pro. It's gonna be the next system.
You've been saying
it's
this
just
for
gonna
5
be the
years,
next
guys. Give it
console.
The no hack version came out.
Yeah.
The no hack
That's the only
version.
one, yeah.
The OLED, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's close as you're getting. But that
Uh,
OLED screen is awesome, though. It's a great console. The OLED.
Too many games coming out, so of course I went back to Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I'm gonna 100% this game. I'm taking my time with this game, and I slowed down playing it because I want to get everything. Like I finally got to the second island, and I was like, all right, I'm in the next part, and I want to get everything, man. This game is freaking awesome, man. They took everything from the first one, and they just enhanced it.
Right.
It's so much better than the freaking first game.
Every review I've seen,
So
they're like,
much
better than the first, better than the first, better than the
Way
first.
better,
Kills
man.
it. It
Kills
improves
the
on
first one.
everything from the first.
And the first one's good, but this one,
first time was awesome.
this one kills it though. This one's like, oh,
Well, it's a worthy sequel then, right?
it's a worthy sequel. Highly
Nice.
recommended, man.
I just hate looking at those crackheads. That fucking piss me off.
It's just some of the character designs,
Piss
man.
me off. I
There was
hate
one
those
that
characters.
there's one in particular that I actually saw it on my on the stream on the stream when I first streamed it for Tactical Tuesday. I was just like, what the hell?
Do they have a rabid toad?
No,
They don't have a rabid
not
toad?
well, not
Nah,
yet.
not yet.
I haven't beat the game yet.
I'm
So
saying, have you seen one in the game?
I've seen Rabbid Rosalina and Peach.
That's
and
it?
Yoshi
I've
and
seen
Mario and
It's
Luigi.
awful.
I've
I
seen
hate those
Rabid
characters.
Donkey Kong.
Really?
Yeah,
You have.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow. There's a Rabbid Donkey Kong in the sequel. That's
In this one,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
I didn't play as him. I just saw a picture. Like he was in the intro of the game. So
But that shot, though.
I was like,
Why was that so dramatic?
nah, this game is dope, man. I like the see. Look at that. You can just walk
You walk.
around instead of having the
It's a
the
grid.
thing where
It's
you.
a circular grid.
It is a grid, but it's kind of like a free form type of grid, but it works so good.
It works,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
It looks pretty
It's a
seamless.
surprising way to see Mario.
It's
Definitely is.
and a
Yeah.
tactical strategy game like that. It's awesome. So much fun, man.
Like crackheads.
Like crack.
like crackheads.
And this one, I just got it today. Just played the freaking
Everyone's
like,
getting God of War Ragnarok
God of
day
War
one.
Ragnarok.
Of course.
But because
I
we
think
have
I'm
this
doing it, so-
podcast, I only had a chance to freaking just watch the intro and like play 2 seconds of the shit.
We should be streaming that on
like,
Twitch right
I
now.
was like,
in the background on the TV.
But from what I've seen already, I'm like, oh my god.
Well, if there's one game to make people buy the
This is
PlayStation 5 for the holidays, I mean, yeah, obviously it's for the PS4, but if there's one thing to make people want the PS5,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's God of War.
and it's if I could describe it in one word, epic. That's
Of course.
It's epic.
They're getting astronomical reviews.
Epic.
It's like 90.
Bizarre likes the opening.
I'm not even touching that
Yo,
game.
the
this
opening
year,
is-
I'm
I'm
not
sure
touching
it's crazy.
I'm
The
not
first
touching that
one,
game.
or the last game had
I
a
even
crazy
like
opening.
by like December? No.
No.
Dude, I was like,
I gotta play Horizon. I gotta play
Oh,
Bayonetta
shit.
2.
I haven't
I
played that
got
either.
like 4 indie games that I didn't play.
They can wait.
Nah.
They can still. They've been waiting. There's no reason to go to that first.
no, but yeah, I was this close to being like, I think I might miss this podcast.
Well, you know it's going to take up your entire week. Your entire week is done.
Oh.
We won't see you.
I wonder
Oh,
if
God.
Joel Media Glitch is going to play this.
I would love to see.
Ragnarok.
I want to see it
Probably
live.
not.
I'm gonna say no.
No, Joel's
I'm pretty
probably
sure
not.
he'd give it a chance.
He tried this first.
He played through the
He
whole
did play
thing
it.
of the first one.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
did
like
play it.
it.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll give this one a chance because
Yeah.
you can only hate on
If
something
giving
unless
it
you
to
play
him,
it.
if someone gives him the game,
Yeah.
he's not going
Yeah.
to go out and buy it. So,
One of the
I wonder-
media glitch crew is gonna get it.
Clue. The clue.
I don't know. How did Reggie like it? I don't remember how he liked the God of War. I haven't heard much from him.
I don't know. Man.
I know he don't like Street Fighter anymore.
And this is not something I played, but this is just something I just found out today. I just, you guys know I just got the Retroid Pocket 3, right? Mm-hmm. And they just announced today that they're having pre-orders for the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, they announced that. They announced it literally 2 days after you got it.
I was like, fuck.
And it's a bit
It took
stronger.
me like...
new chipset.
I'm returning my shit.
Cat
you're
will
in
for
a-
sure
you
play
can.
it. Perfect.
Is it under... I just got it, too.
You can, yeah.
I still
You
can?
can still return, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have an actual release date for the new one.
No, Ragnarok. And that's supposed
yeah,
to be
definitely.
that's supposed to be a send off, right? For Kratos.
I don't know, man.
There is.
I don't know, Cat.
I don't know nothing about this.
Why you fishing for
I'm not fishing for nothing. They said a long time ago that this was going to be like
No
the,
spoilers, no
the
spoilers,
end
no
of the
spoilers.
Norse
Who
whatever.
knows? I guess play it and find out. How about that? That should be.
Just trying to say, it's supposed to be
You
a
know what?
send
I
off.
actually got God of War, the 2018 one, for $10.
When I bought it, I got it for $10.
Yeah, because it was on sale for Black Friday, and it was the greatest hits version. So yeah, I can see it might be in a bin later. Those are the cheapest. Horizon, God of War, all that. Is
They
cheap.
get
That's how I got Horizon, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised. Like, it comes out this close to Black Friday. I wonder if there's gonna be a deal
I doubt it.
right away.
I doubt it.
It'd be
Dude,
crazy.
the way it
Maybe for the
sells.
PS4 version, but
Well, I mean,
the
the
PS5
system.
version, probably not.
Maybe there'll be a deal in the system. You get it for a regular price instead of that extra 50. Maybe because I know they do have it in the system, but I don't think the game is
Hey.
in there anyway.
What's up?
Cafe Fox.
Cafe Fox.
What up, Cafe
good, man.
Fox?
I had some coffee this morning.
Shut up.
That has
I
nothing
just,
to do with anything.
I just remind me of coffee. Remind me of coffie.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Moving on.
Let's say
rough.
drain the energy out of a segment.
Oh, boy.
That's how you do it.
What have you?
I have been playing, obviously, played Gotham Knights. Chuck already spoke about it. But also been playing a lot of MultiVersus lately because they just dropped the ranked mode.
Oh, I play it too. Keep talking.
Yeah, I just want to test. I think they dropped it yesterday, and I don't really know much about it. I was looking at because they have certain ranks, like you get a bronze, silver, master, gold, and all this shit. I'm gonna look into it later, but I was just seeing how I fared in ranked matches. I fucking murdered like almost everybody. I probably won. I played 11 sets, lost 2. But I won 1 match in those ones I lost, and it was to the same exact character.
Really?
Arya is a fucking problem. If someone knows how to use Arya, they're a fucking problem for me, for Superman, let's just say. But
I mean, you got a lot of time in the game, so
Yeah.
you should be up there with the ranked individuals. If they're
everybody
just
else-
starting. Does it rank you based on like you're as a newbie now since you just
I
started
guess,
it?
yeah, it starts from 0. It starts from
But you know
0.
what though? Is the rank score it's the same score among all your characters. They haven't individually ranked the characters,
I'm
I don't
not
think, right?
100% on that. I'm not 100% because when you go and check your character,
Yeah.
I check Superman, and that's where they would show how he's rated in my 2-on-2s and 1-on-1s. But they would have the new ranked thing under him. I never checked Arya because I haven't used Arya on ranked yet.
Oh, they have some
So-
under. I didn't.
But yeah,
notice
you
that.
have to check
Okay.
your character. I think it's glossary. I forget, but it's like
But you
like the
build
first-
collections
separate
or
stuff
something,
for
yeah.
just that.
What's that
You build your separate stuff for just that.
for what ranked?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like?
Like if you use Superman all the time, you go in the rank to Superman. It's not going to read him as you have 800 hours in.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know what
don't
you mean,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like pairing me up?
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
I think everyone's just allowed because I think they're testing this rank till like
It's an
November.
alpha. It's an alpha.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So they're testing it just to see if they're gonna take suggestions. They should change this. And I honestly
They're waiting
don't.
to see if people exploit the hell out of it too.
Well, I mean, there's people who I ran into, that Harley a second ago. I mean, there's that. The infinite combo thing that they were supposed to implement. I don't think they've done it yet, even though I killed that bitch. But it was good to see. As I started, I'm like, oh no, I'm just fucking everybody up. Everyone's just getting mauled, not even getting killed once. Like I'm mauling everybody, and then like you start to encounter some people who are actually pretty good. And I think the funny part is, a lot of people are trying to test out Black Adam,
yeah.
and
I noticed that.
then I'll beat them. And they're like, all right, let me use my regular character. And then I fuck them up, too. It's like, I think because
that's the excuse, 'cause
I
they
do the
just
same
started using
shit.
it.
Like if I'm Arya,
I do the same
Arya's
thing.
like my second character. I'm not great with her. I'm good, but I'm not great. So someone will give me that work, and I'm like, oh, you're taunting? All right, I'm bringing out Superman. And I fucking murder them. But no, it's dope. The game feels tighter. The
does.
matches are more intense. There's obviously a couple things that they have to fix, but the cool thing about this game is that they will always keep fixing things, and that's dope. I got to read more into the rank system, but I think there's like an award you get if you win between now and
There's
November.
tiers. I think there's the last two are like Master and Grandmaster.
No,
You
there's
have to
like an
have
award. There's an award you get.
Oh, it's an award.
It's till November 15th or 17th. If you win 15 ranked sets, you get like a medal. I already won like 9.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, I can just finish that shit off when I fucking.
I'm gonna play some more tomorrow. Yeah, I won quite a few yesterday.
Yeah.
I lost some, but I won quite a few.
Yeah, but Ari is a fucking problem for me. But other than that, I decided to dip into my indies because there's like 4 of them I gotta beat, and I played Steel Assault.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Steel Assault.
Yeah, Steel Assault's a dope game, but dude, that difficulty, you have to be in the mood for that kind of difficulty. Because
old school?
Oh, there's some old school shit in there. It got me mad. It got me mad. There's the checkpoints that they give you a lot of energy, but like each scene, they'll refill your energy, but sometimes the checkpoints are a little fucked up. So like,
Well, it's an indie game.
for example, second stage.
Does it have a whip?
Oh, it
It's
looks like
an
it's 60.
electric whip.
Oh, that's cool.
And I got to the second stage, and there was a part, like, you know how, like, there's Medusa heads in Castlevania? So picture Medusa heads that explode and Medusa heads that shoot 3 bullets at you at an angle.
gun.
So they'll go like this. and
Straight
shoot.
up and down.
So you're going to jump over them, but they shoot so you can't jump. Like, and they keep coming.
Oh, dude, that's like a sideways
Oh,
bionic
dude.
commando. Too.
So they
Yeah.
pop up before a mini boss, and the mini boss is big, and you don't really have room to maneuver around him. So I'm like, when does he move? Oh, he just move and hit me. I'm dead. So I died probably on the second stage, I don't know, 6 times, and I said, fuck this game right now, because I'm not in the mood for this shit.
Oh, you got to be all in.
Yeah,
second stage,
yeah.
man.
I said, wow.
Damn.
I saw Joe beat this. I think that's the first time I saw it.
No, it's a tough game, and I will beat it, but I wasn't in the mood for that difficulty.
Yeah.
You know when you're like, all right, I'm going to beat this shit, but I was like, no, I'm aggravated, and I'm supposed to be happy today.
It's just today.
Sekiro. That's like playing Sekiro.
You do a doctor's visit. They're like,
Sekiro?
stop
Sekiro.
playing this game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, stop playing this game. It's like, no, it's making me mad
It's
right
not
now.
good for your heart, man.
I'll probably knock it out in the day. I think it's like 40-something minutes or whatever.
not good.
But it's dope. It's got cool old school music, 80s type shit. It's dope.
good.
Looks cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good game, but oof, no,
Yo, what the fuck happened?
Oh shit.
fuck's
I
going
think we're
on?
still on.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like, we just went dark. For a second.
Yeah.
Green on YouTube.
The back door. No?
Yeah. No, we're back though.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
Yeah, I'm watching. I got it.
But that is the only 3 games I'm playing. Gotham Knights, man. I want to get like 90-something% of that.
yeah,
shit.
we're gonna get that going Sunday, definitely. We can get a little Sunday.
No multiplayer.
Multiplayer, definitely Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And they still have a 4-player mode coming out for that game.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's this fucking
Yes,
month.
no,
That's right.
yeah.
I forgot it's not even out.
Oh, that's exciting.
At the end of this month.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I wish it was crossplay.
Yeah.
I know, man.
We also play the Avengers. Don't forget that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh crap! We did play that game. Didn't
played
we?
it.
Yeah, we played Avengers and had a great time until the end ruined everything.
Yeah.
That game is canceled, y'all.
Oh,
And we played MultiVersus as well. Tag.
Wait, what happened?
We played team also. That was a pretty good stream.
Because
Too
you
many-
didn't stream it, so you
No,
guys
we
recorded.
tried. We attempted to stream it.
I know.
We attempted to stream Avengers, and it was Chop Nation. I don't know. The screen was just choppy as hell, so we couldn't do it. Some bandwidth problems. I don't know if we can handle 4 to 5 people on a call and put it into the system.
You've done it before, though.
Yeah, but not exactly that way. So I'm not sure what happened. But
That's weird.
we did record it, and whether we put that up or not, I don't know, because that game was canceled because we got to the end and hated it.
What?
Dude, it was fun.
Final
it was
boss
fun. It was
was
fun.
that
as hell.
whole stage
It
was,
was fun.
very. I said I never played this stage, and it was really fun.
I was like,
Okay.
this game is so slept on. It's so good.
And then the boss, I was like, oh, this boss is tough. All right, this boss is
Unreasonably cheap.
just killing us.
What's the boss name?
You just go like that.
Super Adaptoid.
Super Adaptive.
He just kill you in 2 seconds. This done.
And he just would
What?
The screen would flash.
Thanos
The screen would
type
flash, and everyone would die.
Dead.
And everyone, he was split into 3. He was fine at 1. We were getting him, dodging
Oh,
everything,
so
doing
you
everything. He split
multiply?
into 3, and you know how they have 3 weaker versions of
Yeah,
them? No,
yeah.
it's all the same.
All the same.
3 versions
And there
of
was
them at
no.
the same
He
time.
covered the entire floor, so like there was
And they're
no
shooting
spot.
lasers
Yeah.
everywhere. And one hit kills you.
Homing lasers.
Yeah.
What up,
That's
Prince
not-
Child?
That doesn't sound fun.
No, I was like, what a way to ruin such a fun.
Oh, destroy the game.
I was like, damn.
He said,
man.
let's give it one more shot. And then instantly dead. I was like, nah, this is done. We're done.
Really?
Not fun. Not fun.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, oh, we're going to get the real ending to the game when we beat this guy? No.
Nope.
It's not fun. Not worth it.
Not even
Can't
worth
put the
it.
comments up on the screen anymore.
Something happened.
Really? Oh man.
Chalk, what did you do?
I ain't do anything.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, we
I
can
just
still
showed
see.
up.
We can still see
Yeah.
your comments, folks.
Yes, we can still
We can
see
still
your
see them,
comments.
and we can still reply to them in the chat. And just can't put them on screen.
Let me see something here.
And we may have to refresh, but
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good because
Awesome.
that's what we've been playing. You guys been playing. I'm sure you've been playing God of War, basically, right?
How about now, Chalk? Can you do it?
Sure. Let me try.
Cafe Fox just finished Fist on PS5. You guys heard of Fist? FISD.
I have not.
Sounds familiar.
Another Metroidvania type game. Everybody's playing Metroidvania games. I'm telling
I got in
you.
the mood again. Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
starting to get in the mood again for
There's
those.
so many. What up, kid? Amazing.
That's
It's
why.
amazing.
That's why I didn't bounce into Bayonetta 2 right away. Because I'm like, I'm kind of in a Metroidvania type mood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mike.
yes, Kid Amazing is gonna be very disappointed in us that we had to cancel freaking Avengers.
Oh, the Avengers stream, yeah, but don't
Hitting
worry.
us up with all the news, man.
Yeah, we're putting up. I'm putting up an edit video of the
You'll see what
recording.
happened.
We couldn't. Yeah, we were having problems streaming.
No, you'll see what happened. We had problems with the game. Don't matter.
Yeah, we had problem streaming, and the game had problem with us getting to
yeah,
it.
exactly.
No, but we beat the Monica DLC, so update or whatever like that. So I'm
It
good
was
with
like,
that.
let's put a halt to this game.
That other freaking the Omega mission, we got to the end and the boss was just killing.
Well,
me.
yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be that difficult, but like that was
ridiculous. But we got to the end
Listen,
with the freaking boss.
I'll attempt to watch it online and see what they did because something happened.
Might have to like.
I gotta see what the-
might have
the-
to do with gear. A lot of gear that might like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
help
gotta be
your
something.
attack. Yeah, it's.
I'm
gotta be
sure we
something
can't
stupid.
really go any higher. We're at 150.
Well, I was my Hawkeye. My Hawkeye's weaker than my Captain America's the best. He's like 155 or something, and he's pretty. He could take a beating. So.
But it was hard to get up to there, but we had no problems.
No, we had no problem. Yeah, there was no problem during the whole
It was
mission.
good.
It was challenge, good
difficult,
challenge.
Yeah.
No, it was a good challenge actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was just like, all right,
I mean, we know we're fighting Thanos.
no, that's what it felt like. No, it felt like
He's
that.
like, snap. Everybody's
If we had him 70%, I'd be like, we can get him. We didn't
barely
even get
got
him
him
half.
50.
It
We
was-
barely got him.
We didn't get
we were
that.
getting close, but
Yeah.
no, we didn't get him to 50.
Nah.
25%? 20?
He's not that bad. He was cheap.
Isn't that bad?
He was cheap.
Yo, Kid Amazing, leave us like a list of all the shit that we
What
need
do
to
we
have
need
on
for
our
that?
characters. What power do we need to be? What equipment do we need to be? Let us know, please.
The
because
tactic is you need 500 hours.
I had
in the
a
game.
I had a 147 Hawkeye. You had a 150 Miss Marvel,
I had a 148 Thor.
and
We were
Kev, you
up
had a
there. It should have been a
150.
problem.
I think it was like I'm a 147 or 150 Spider-Man. I forgot which one it
Spider-Man?
was, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Enough about that game. Like I said, there's more games. There's
Yo,
more
if he
games.
drops a
Super
list of
games.
things we need, we going back in.
Go in the
leave it-
Discord,
Leave it
man.
in Discord. Let us know what we need to do.
I'll use
yeah.
Captain America. I'll use
if
Captain
he's
America.
not that
Well,
bad.
we'll do the Forge next time. Next time, yeah.
Nah, that game's done.
And,
It was the blackout move and like everything else. Everything else was just killing us with one hit. But
We would get into the dome, and then one person would get shot by a laser before getting in the dome, and then they would die, and the whole game was over.
yeah, yes, it felt like an SNK.
It was
boss.
crazy. Yeah.
I felt like an SNK boy.
Yeah,
exactly.
SNK bosses are crazy,
boss.
bro.
Oh
But,
no, it's historically the worst boss.
Oh, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is all we've been playing. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said,
Harris is in the building.
yeah, Harris.
Before we get in, I just wanted to say real quick, y'all, everybody out there watching, make sure to help out the podcast.
Hit that like button.
Hit the like button and also
Subscribe.
and vote.
Stop making noise. Stop
And
making
vote because at the end of this podcast, we're going to give the results from what you guys say.
noise. Yeah, drop that link
All right.
in the chat if you can, sir.
We also put up
They
a
can hit the
YouTube post as well.
Because nobody saw that poll.
Yeah, nobody saw it.
Pause.
Pause.
Nobody saw the poll.
Nobody saw the poll I put up. Wait, what?
Nah, hit that. Let's see what y'all think about the topic, you know?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we're going to get into the news, though.
That's right.
The
Before
new.
And it's
that.
time for the news.
Yeah.
There we go. Stop moving the mic.
I got just.
What's going on over
What is
there?
going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. He had a beer, so he's drunk.
I thought it was like a rodent.
He's
Chewing at the
I'm trying
wire.
I'm
not
drunk. It's only one beer. 5-2, then
Jeez.
maybe I'll get a little.
to- like, I'm trying not
Hot
to.
mess last time you had 2 beers.
Oh, he
bro.
was a disaster.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what
some-
you drank beforehand. He was gone.
Have
Something's
some
wrong with
restraint,
you.
man. Have some restraint.
All right, let's get into the news show. The Last of Us TV show listed with a January premiere date. So, as per the HBO Max app and website, because they didn't really announce it, but according to the official listing on there, it's reportedly revealed that the series will premiere in the U.S. on January 15th, 2023. Now, it said a preview. It said preview of the Apocalypse.
What just happened?
He had a seizure.
No, listen, I just finished the word.
He's having a stroke, everybody. He's having a stroke.
Post-apocalyptic. But that's what I was going to say to begin with. I just wanted to finish. The post-apocalyptic drama based on the critically acclaimed video game. It premieres January 15th. So I don't know if they mean like the show or the preview for the show. So it looks like it's the preview of the show. So I'm not sure exactly when the first day of that show is. But from the trailer, I don't know if we actually really spoke about the trailer. I mean, maybe we like talked about it for a second. But that actual full-fledged trailer that they had for it, dope.
Yeah, man.
Looked very nice.
dope.
Yeah.
Very nice.
For everyone who's skeptical about like live action video game adaptations, that trailer was pretty damn close.
Do you think
to
they're
the
going to
game.
change some things up?
Yes, they will.
Of course they will.
And people will complain. they will, listen, they'll complain if they change it or if they don't. So it's a lose-lose situation.
But I think
as
it's
far
in
as
good hands. HBO is very, very good with their directors. They
had the guy who's in charge of the series,
Right.
to like direct them basically in the right way.
I've watched other like directors like they say, oh, you know, HBO is really good at just letting the artists run their thing. They're like, we'll fund it, but we put the trust in you to do your shit.
Yeah. And as far as like even some of the stuff in there just looked directly like it was out of the game.
Oh,
Like the areas that
yeah.
what they were at and the buildings and all
yeah.
that looked directly like it was from the game.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm sure they're going to elaborate on certain things because the scenes will play out a little different and stuff like that. Because, I don't know, as a fan of people who are like really into the story, they don't really always want to see the exact same thing that they know if it's the same. Like they want to see something thrown in that makes it more interesting or a little more characterization or something that you didn't know about the character thrown in, but not so much to make the character change. You have to know what character you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, you need like Joel, not from Media Glitch, but from the game. But you want him to be the character that he is in the game, but learn more about him in the show.
Yeah.
Because that allows you, the TV show and not being a movie, a 2-hour movie, it gives you that chance to learn more about the characters.
Yeah.
And if you give them those moments, it's going to be a much better TV show.
Yep.
But if they mess it up and they're like, oh, he's a punk. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did. Nah, that's not my guy. That's not my guy. Because you know how they try and change stuff like that sometimes. It doesn't always work.
They
We were
gotta
talking
do-
about that with Walking Dead.
Yeah.
With some of the characters they changed from the comic.
Yeah. Exactly.
And sometimes they do it better.
Sometimes it's great. Sometimes
But sometimes
it's
they
not so
change
good.
the essence of what that character is, and
Sometimes
then it's
watered
not
down.
right. Yeah,
It's so different, especially when it comes from a comic because it's just like still pages.
Yeah.
And you're just reading words. So to kind of engross in that, as tough as it is.
but they haven't really done this with the medium of movement that they have.
Video
in
game,
video
yeah,
games.
because video game is almost
It's
like
a
a
movie.
TV show or a movie that you're
Yeah.
watching. So, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I mean, that's for fucking Walking Dead type shit. And
Maybe
I
this will
play
prompt
both
them.
games.
Yeah, maybe this will prompt them to announce the actual date, since people are speculating
Yeah.
when it's going to be.
But the thing is, it's like things will have to change in terms of story because it's like if this is a success, you want multiple seasons.
Oh yeah, I
So-
think they have it planned to be multiple.
Some
seasons.
things will have to change
Yeah.
if that's the case. So
If it doesn't, there's going to be hell to pay.
I would be like, well, you're gonna have the people who don't know what this is very
yeah.
mad also.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But
I
I don't
wonder
know.
if they'll get pleasure in doing it again.
It's possible, dude. I don't know. Like it's an iconic scene for that. So I don't
You
know.
see they said Abby would like to play the role if she could. That'd be crazy.
Who?
The
That would
real
be
life,
cool.
The real life face.
Oh, she's Diesel as fuck, right?
I don't know if she's Diesel like Abby. Her face is the same.
Faces. I remember. I thought I
but
saw her. She's
They
like,
can get her in shape.
They
though.
got money for they can
oh
make
no,
her shape.
please get her. No, get it, please.
She said she'd be willing to.
Or just-
all she said she'd be willing to do the game.
or just get Ronda Rousey. I'm saying.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Easy one.
Please. If you want people to hate, easily. They'd be like, I can't believe you got Ronda Rousey to play Abby. I hate her even more now. But she's been in movies. Though.
can't act.
She's been in movies.
She was in The Expendables.
She was in The Expendables.
There you go.
Yeah, that movie was
Oh
fire.
man. But yeah, hopefully we get to like actually see a good show.
You think Joe in Last of Us is gonna put on the Mandalorian helmet? Maybe like through like
maybe.
cutscenes.
Yeah, that sounds likely.
Sounds
Play
like
some
that's something they would
outtakes.
do.
Play
Yeah, no,
some
I think
outtakes
so.
during.
Yeah.
That might be cool.
I think so.
He said Ripley too tall.
Okay,
She
you're
too
done.
probably.
You're done.
No, Rhea Ripley would be great if she could act like that. I mean,
She's tall though. She's tall.
Is she tall?
She's like five. No, she's like
She's not
6.
tall.
No, she's
But
like
chick,
5'10".
she's tall,
She's
yeah.
like 5'10".
No, she's not that tall. She just looks
She
tall.
just
She's
looks
5'10".
big as hell.
How tall is she?
She's like 5'8".
She's possibly.
Really?
Same thing.
got like
Shoulders make her like
It's the
5'10".
same thing.
5'8",
Give her,
and
give her
then she's
flat
5'10".
shoes. Give her flat shoes. She don't need
All right.
no.
All right.
Terrible.
She Amazon.
This is the part of the podcast where we make ignorant statements.
I thought that was the whole podcast.
Part.
now?
You mean the entire?
I mean,
So leave it in the comments, y'all.
5'9". She's 5'9".
If y'all want to see this and y'all happy about this supposed premiere date, let us know how y'all feel about the show in the comments.
yeah.
No, I know Abby's face is different than the
World of
person.
Bizarre wants to call her mommy. That's what he wants.
Or Poppy.
The voice is 3 different women. I did not know that. I did not know that.
Wow.
But,
Three
yeah,
different women.
I did watch her play through the game, and the amount of hate that she
Yeah,
got
the face,
for
body,
being the
and voice.
face is crazy.
Her favorite song
Wait,
must
she-
be "I'm Every Woman."
She got hate for doing
Death threats
the-
for her
the
family.
face. The
Yes,
face.
yes.
What a piece of
Yeah.
man. The world is
Oh,
a,
yeah.
But she said she'll be actively ready to do another one if they
Dude,
put her in the
I
game,
am-
which is crazy.
Crazy stuff.
I gotta get her on the podcast. God damn it, because that shit is ridiculous.
She don't talk about none of that.
And they're gonna come after us.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
support us?
Oh yeah.
All right. Final Fantasy 16 will be a PS5 exclusive for at least 6 months. Well, it was already known. Well, I shouldn't say known.
No.
They did announce that it was supposed to be for the PC and other systems when they first had the trailer. But Sony always gets their exclusives. But I mean, listen, they're the ones who have the biggest problem with Xbox even attempting to have Call of Duty as an exclusive to their system.
Yep.
But Sony would be like, no, but this is us though. This is us though. We got Final Fantasy though. This is us though. Like, how about Xbox say, hey, they got Final Fantasy and it's an exclusive. How about that? Those sell a lot. But no.
Nah, Sony's gonna be like, well, we don't own Square.
No, they don't.
You know, you're trying to own freaking Activision.
Yeah, but the thing is though, it's stupid. It's stupid.
But it's stupid though.
Yeah.
If they want to do it, they want to do it. It's the way it is.
Some people don't like exclusives. Exclusives are needed to make people buy the system.
Yes, it
obviously,
is. This
we're
is
going to
the way it-
complain because you want to buy one system and have all the games.
How is this game looking besides the graphics and looking very good? Is it
It's looking like Devil May Cry.
Is it looking like old school? Or is it
No,
really
no,
not?
no,
It's just
not at
like
all. It's looking like
real-
Devil May Cry.
Like real time.
Yes.
There's no turns or
One player so far. And
Really?
So far, that's what it looks like.
It looks like one. Yeah, it doesn't look like a party. It looks like one person.
one
there.
guy.
Wow.
You may play at different versions of him during the time, but
Wow.
Nice role
that's
playing.
what it looks like. the trailer looks crazy. It's
I know it
just
looks.
Yeah,
it
that
looks
trailer
great.
was insane.
It looks great,
Yeah.
but I'm like, is it?
It's a different type of game, though.
It's not a role player then.
No, it is.
There's like no people of color in that game though.
Dude was
Wow.
covered in red blood. What do you mean color? It's color. Don't be that guy. You don't know what time period this is.
No, they talked about it, and the director kind of shot himself in the foot when he answered
It's
the
like
question.
it's
What do
my-
you say? We don't want him in the game.
It's like it's Final
he didn't have
Final
a Twix,
Fantasy.
He should have had a Twix bar on him. Like,
He was like, that's a tough question. First of all, when you answer, like, are there going to be more people of color? You say, oh, that's a tough question.
He's like they just weren't around in this timeline.
It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy, man.
Basically, he was like, yeah, it was like we had the idea of having the time period being like medieval Europe and stuff like that, but like there were people of color in medieval Europe.
No,
Not in the game, though. They were
not at all.
They were at home. They had the doors closed, hiding.
Oh, you're wild.
Well, listen, they said diversity. I saw that diversity thing. But I mean, whenever people swear that they should be diversity for the just to have diversity is like whatever. I mean,
Nah, I don't like
this
your
is their
shoehorns.
image. This is their image. This is what they want.
You don't want to force anything.
No.
I'm pretty sure there was
because everyone complains when
Let
it
the
happens
artist
anyway.
let the artist be, man. Don't,
They did it with
don't-
Star Wars. They did it with everything. Like it was like, oh, they got a lot of people. I mean, that's fine. I'm good
when
with
it
that.
when it
I'm
sells
good with it.
when they make their money and shit and they
Because then
sell-
you could go, oh well, this kind of person's not in it also,
Right.
And
Exactly.
that person's not.
But
in
no,
it
they have
also.
to be in there.
And that kind of person's not in it. Do you have a problem with that? You know, like no, motherfucker, I just made characters. like, what do you want me to?
when
They're
you
gonna be
see,
like, all these people are Japanese though, but they look white.
yeah, right, exactly.
That's what they would say.
Yeah.
That's what they
nah,
would say. It's
nothing
like,
nothing is worse than when they pander to like like people complaining and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
There's no bald characters. How come get some
just
some bald
come
people?
on, man.
Bald people fight too with swords.
I thought the complaint was all the characters look like J-pop characters. I thought that was the complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harris just saying he's genuinely trying not to hate, but he's like he's questioning our taste because of how much energy we're giving to the Final Fantasy 16
Hey, we got talk. It's
Questioning your
news.
taste.
in comparison to the Lost of
What's
Us.
T. Lou? Oh, the Lost of Us.
Lost of Us.
T-Lou. Damn, man.
Yo, wake up, bro.
Damn. Stop sleeping.
What's T.
Harris, to be honest with you, I'd rather play Final Fantasy 16 than The Last of Us. I'm sure I'll enjoy it a lot better.
Yo, Kev kept be hating on The Last of Us, and it's
read that.
insane.
It's like great game, but I hate it.
That's a great game.
It's like
but,
an
yeah.
8, but yeah, how would it get a 10? I don't even know what the
man.
the thing about us.
But listen, talk about the exclusivity of the title, which is what this is about.
Sorry, I had to go after him.
It's not about whether the character has a mark on his face or anything like that. But yes, it's for 6 months, and it's probably not going to come to the Xbox because the remake did not do that. They kept it on Sony, and then it went to PC. This is probably going to go to PC in about 6 months. But depending on when the game comes out, that 6 month might be about Christmas time. So probably.
I'm used to it, so whatever, fuck him.
But I mean, if you got a good
Microsoft's-
PC, it means that you have every system.
My man's still waiting for a
And Microsoft
multiplayer
still
in Halo,
wins.
man.
It comes to Microsoft basically. 'cause
Microsoft
it's
still wins
PC.
because they own the freaking PC market. So
Well, you
it's
think it'll go to Game Pass on there?
No.
no.
Oh, hell no.
like, nah, it's not gonna go
But
there. But
listen, they do get a lot of Square stuff on Game
They got
Pass.
yeah. They have Final Fantasy Lightning Returns on.
No,
Game
they had a
Pass right
ton. They had all like
have a
all.
now? Oh no, they had all three. Yeah.
yeah.
Except for what? Final Fantasy 7.
I don't know, it ain't there though. But that was on PlayStation Plus, and that was free. But why am I hearing a microphone or something moving a lot? There's something going.
No, I think you're just
not
nervous.
anymore.
You're just nervous.
Oh, yeah, it's just me.
That's just you.
No, it's
All
probably
right.
Kev.
Don't be nervous, baby.
It's probably Kev.
But yeah, the game's looking interesting. It's Final Fantasy. I have to be excited about it because I'm a Final Fantasy fan. It looks different, but I've never complained about what they've done with it, prior to this. Besides if they make it into like a strategy role play or something like that.
Funny thing is, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'd rather just watch it as a show or a movie.
Well, it looks like it's a bunch of call spells and everybody has their own like.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch
Actually, you know what it looks like?
It
The
looks-
anime. It looks like the anime. What was it? Fate Stay Night. You know how they all have their.
Watched it.
I never saw that.
They all have their own like monster that they have, and it seems like this is like that kind
I
of.
feel like to me, it looks like a lot of the characters are fused with the actual summons.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the kid, this guy is infused with it for it, and then another character has she.
That's kind of cool. That's a different mechanic.
So
I've
the
never done
characters
yet.
that you use or fight against, yeah. I don't know, but I haven't seen any party in the game,
I know, that's disappointing. I would like to see
I would like that
other
too.
characters.
especially after what they did with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
They like making real time stuff in Final Fantasy.
But they think it's gonna sell more, which it usually does. I can't blame them, but kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean the game does look crazy.
All right, so let us know if that
the
exclusivity.
diversity crowd looks like.
Oh,
this.
you can just cut me the hell off. Wow.
I'm sorry. He said,
Yo, dude, he's a
he used like the glasses with the tooth emoji. It just took. I just totally just. I'm sorry. I went right.
totally don't know where you were
Yeah,
for a
I
second.
It's just so oh, damn.
Try and close out this part of the news. Oh,
Jay, I'm so sorry. Nah,
Like they're gonna hear
It
you.
was a funny comment, Harris. I'm sorry.
You can say it after.
I'm
All
so sorry.
So, if this bothers you that it's exclusive to PS5, let us know. And if it's just 6 months and you're gonna get it on PC anyway, let us know what you're gonna get it on. Or are you not gonna get it because there's no party system? Let us know.
Who cares? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. You might not care.
Nah, I'm probably gonna get it.
As you say, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should have saved that. You should have saved it.
This is what you should have saved it for.
You should have saved that, man.
All right, so Square Enix, another Square news. Okay, Square Enix announces NFTs, and fans are pissed.
I'm gonna announce NUTs.
Who cares?
Oh, no, you used it up already, man.
Yeah, you already did it. You can't do
They
it.
get one per
Nah,
podcast.
I can do whatever I want.
So listen,
Do whatever I want.
so yeah, you can.
Cut his mic off.
He's in timeout.
So Square trademarked a term in Japan. It was symbiogenesis, right? And apparently that word is something that was used in Parasite Eve back in the day for PlayStation.
Yep.
Sounds familiar.
So I thought it was mitochondria because that's the word that was used. Yeah, that's the word I remember from Parasite Eve. But apparently it got the rumors going that, they must be hinting at another Parasite Eve, blah, 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 blah. So the internet gets into a frenzy about news that was never announced. like usual.
Yeah.
And when it wasn't Parasite Eve, they never learned. When it wasn't Parasite Eve, they said, "Oh my gosh, they played us."
Troll.
They shit on every fan for Parasite Eve, and how dare they? And I'm like, dude, they didn't ever say it was for Parasite Eve. You guys said it was Parasite Eve.
Exactly.
Leave it alone. Stop looking at trademarks.
Exactly.
They never
Cafe
announced
sauce.
anything.
These NUTs, not NFTs. These NUTs.
NUTs.
Well, listen, the word NFT, the letters, I should say, are met with a lot of grief from people, and a lot of people don't even know what it is. They just say, "Oh,
I hate the
I'm
word.
supposed to hate NFTs, so I hate it. I hate that they said anything about NFTs."
Why do you
because,
hate non-fungible tokens?
Yeah,
I hate that word, man.
I know it gets just the
Fungible?
it's not
Fuck is
fungible.
that?
But listen, right? So
It's not fungible.
I actually looked up what the definition of it is now because I know what it was originally supposed to be, and the definition of it says digital art sold digitally.
Just art.
for value. And I'm like, digital art?
Nah.
When did it turn into just digital art?
no.
No.
It's digital.
It can't be.
No.
It's a digital purchase.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not art. That's why people say, "Oh, I don't care.
It's
It's not worth anything. It's a JPEG." No. So listen, what an NFT is originally, and what it should be used for, is for when you purchase something digitally, it makes that purchase your purchase.
Cryptocurrency, basically.
Not even. It
Like-
just
like
makes it
the-
that
a
it's
crypt-
your. This is just the without any currency, anything.
No. It uses crypto to, or the same technology that Bitcoin and all the other crypto is
Yes.
used for you to keep it.
Yes, that's how they follow that you purchased it.
Blockchain.
That's all it is.
Blockchain.
Yeah, blockchain. That's what I was
Blockchain.
looking for.
It's on a blockchain. But
yes.
so everyone always complains about whenever you buy music, whenever you buy video games digitally, I don't want it digitally because you don't own it. You can't do anything with it. What
Can't
it's
sell it.
supposed to be is, okay, I bought this. My name is on it. I could bring it wherever I want because I own it. I can play it on anything. This is how it's supposed to work. I can play it on anything. I can play it anywhere. I can use this. If I lose everything, this is mine. My name is on it. Right? So even if, say, you bought all your Steam games and Steam closed down, said, "Hey, listen, Steam is bankrupt. You lost all 600 of your games. You can't play that anywhere else." No, but it's an NFT. I have a list. These are my games. I bought these. Whatever opens up and says I can use these, I already purchased them. They're mine. I can use them there. But the way the internet and the way people perceive NFTs is scam, because people are trying scams and they're trying to sell you art and stuff that's not worth anything to try and make a quick buck. And
The environment
it's just
thing.
Well, the
a
reason
scam.
why.
But there's also the environment thing, which is people just be like, "Oh, but the environment." I'm like, "But you
And
drove here, didn't you?" But
Well, there's no regulation either. There's no regulation for the
I know.
NFTs. So
Yeah.
that's
No, I
the
know.
reason why
It's
there's so
just
many
used
scammers.
wrong. Yes, it's
There's
being
no
used wrong.
legislation against it. There's nothing. So people can. It's a wild west.
And this
People can
particular
scam
announcement
it.
is ass also because
Yeah.
it's a bad announcement.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You're pissed off about this particular NFT thing. But whenever they say NFT, just don't say, "Oh, oh, I hate it." But let me get back to the environmental thing a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy because I know
Nice.
the internet is going to like kill me digitally.
We about to
put a hit on you, man.
We're
They
about to
put a hit-
cancel sticks today.
They put a hit on you, bro.
They always say, but it's worse for the environment. Okay. But what about all the packaging that won't have to be made because because this is going to happen. They're going to stop making physical things. And they're not going to make all that plastic, all that paper, all that. Like, it's supposed to be, I think, I could be wrong. I'm not going to spot any numbers because I could be wrong. But from what I read, it looked like it was maybe 4 times worse than actual physical product being made. And this is every time you buy it. So that can be a difference if you're buying it and then selling it, and then buying it and selling it, buying and selling, buying and selling. But
Yeah.
the amount of factories that don't have to be built to produce all of this plastic, all of this physical stuff, that has to even out something in the environment, right?
I would say
Nah.
so.
It
Maybe.
has to. It has to.
You think there's a trade-off?
And then
because
plus
it's
all the deliveries, all the boats, all the trucks.
I don't know if it's a trade-off.
No, it's some type of trade-off. So you
I
can't
don't know
just
if
say,
it's
"Oh, it's the environment is going to die if we do this."
I don't think it's a wash either, though.
But I understand. No, it's not a why. It's not even.
That's what I'm saying. It's
No. It could be a little worse, far worse, whatever. But to say that as your excuse when not knowing what the hell it even is kind of
Well, yeah.
It's ignorant to do.
I think
Yeah.
they're also
that's-
experimenting in technologies where it uses less energy to maintain the
I'm sure once they
servers.
figure out how to use it correctly,
You know.
it'll be evened out
Yeah.
to a point. But Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't agree with what Square did with the with NFT announcements. And yes, if you're gonna trademark something and get people hyped up about something and then shit on them with an announcement like this, I understand the anger. I do,
Especially when you use an IP that hasn't been touched.
Last time they used it was mobile, and no one said shit about that.
Yeah.
I think it's when it comes to NFTs because I think the number one thing is just like, what the fuck is it? And the thing about it that has a bad, everyone has a bad feel about it when you say NFTs. I worked a party, 3,000 people. It was an NFT event.
Oh, the shitty one though.
No, I'm just saying like a bunch of people and nobody
know what it was.
Nobody who was there, everyone was upset.
Yeah.
Everyone, and they were there for 4 days, and no one they would like because I was working in the front, and so I would just give people random fucking lunches and shit like that and alcohol, and they'd be like. They would just start a conversation like, man, I wasted my fucking time and money buying a ticket to this bullshit.
Gary
he's
V?
like, man, he's like, trust me, man, it ain't what everyone says it is, man. This ain't the future. Like a lot of people,
Because they don't know. It's
a
not
lot of
being
people are pissed
processed.
off.
Because they got
But-
scammed.
And then, there were so many like vendors everywhere, on different
yeah.
floors, and it just seems like everyone just went there. And it felt like it's just not explained well.
Well, Harris is saying here, it says it's taking something infinitely copyable and making it finite. Digital artificial scarcity. That's not the correct way to use it.
Yeah.
The correct way to use it is to identify who owns what.
Right.
And the fact that you can't, like, if I take a digital anything, I can copy it infinitely. It makes it worth nothing. And it makes it worth, like, that's why it's illegal. That's why you can't download all your games and give them all out to everybody, because that's illegal.
I just want my Marvel Alliance characters
the,
from the fucking Xbox 360 to come back. Like I got them
did buy it.
digitally.
You bought it, right?
I bought it. Now what? They're gone.
The fact that
Like,
the fact
fuck
that
is
everyone's
that?
missing out is they can take away what you bought.
Yeah.
This is a way to counter that. They can't take away what you bought. They may take away the way that you play it, but then that doesn't stop people from saying, I made this program to play all those games that you already own.
Right.
This emulator can play all the games you bought. And yes, that's making it finite, but that's making it mine. So if they can figure out a way to make this the right way and use it correctly like they explained it,
Dude.
it's like how they announced Stadia.
You know what's crazy though?
And they use it the right way.
You know what makes me nervous though? Whenever you have like some like when technology advances and like you got cool ideas and stuff like that, I just think of the dirtbags and scumbags that ruin it.
There's so many people trying
and it's
it,
like,
yeah.
and it almost will ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just too much.
Because they're selling fucking sleepy bored apes.
Yeah,
the picture. That's what people think an NFT is, and that's what they have done with
Shitty
it.
people-
It's terrible.
Well, like
They
Charlie
fuck it up.
said before, and he said art can be games. It could be,
Movies.
movies,
yeah.
media.
Charlie Mack in the building.
Yeah, what up, Charlie? But yes, I mean but it says it's just stupid to say art, digital media. Just say digital media, because some people don't think.
Exactly. The games you bought on this Xbox 360 are gone. That is bullshit. That is complete bullshit.
Yeah. that's
On any, I don't care how old your system is. That is bullshit.
Not even that, but when I
yours.
bought I have the Vita, right?
Yeah.
And PSP. And I
What's
got
that? What is that?
I have so many games on that digitally.
Yeah, they closed the
That-
store down. You can't download.
I was trying to sell it, and and then I thought about it, I'm like, wait, I'm gonna lose all these games that I bought.
but you can't even go to the store and download it because they closed the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
We're
on,
gonna do
I got to interrupt real quick. We got like 16 heads in the chat, only 8 likes. What's going on, yo?
Oh,
Because we're talking about NFTs.
Yo, the
I
maths
understand.
ain't mathing.
Yo, the
No.
math ain't adding up right
something don't add
now.
up, man.
The maths
8?
ain't mathing.
So we only got half likes of people in the chat, man.
Hit those like and subscribe.
Listen, we're gonna talk
buttons,
about
guys.
other stuff other than NFTs. I get the like.
Oh wow.
Yo, Emma Wizard is
I'm
up
a
here.
Who is this guy?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a wizard.
Everyone bow down. We have the Emerald Wizard who has arrived in the
You got your
jungle.
spells back?
Oh,
You haven't paid back? You got your spells
You gotta
back.
recharge, man.
Need to get your magic wand back.
But here's another example before we move on after this subject, because we can go on about this for the whole damn show. But all right, so Nintendo, scandalous, because they'll be like, "Here's Super Mario Brothers."
Oh yeah.
Oh, word, let me buy that. $7 there, and that's expensive though. But let me get that. Oh yeah. Let's bring out this other system, Super Mario Brothers, y'all. You want this, dude? I just bought that. You want this though?
Too bad.
$7, y'all.
Too bad.
Super Mario Brothers. You can't play the other one though. That's all on the other system.
Well,
Oh, word? Let me cop that Super Mario Brothers. The portable system. Yo, you want Super Mario Brothers?
Wow.
Same game. So you saw the shit to you 3 times.
This is the shitty thing that they do to you. And you got to buy it again and again and again. You think they want NFTs? No, they want you to be like, yo, get that shit out of here. This is not the future. And they want to own that stuff so they can charge you over and over. And people seem to be so cool with that. And the second they say, hey, they might be able to stop some shit like that. No. No. It's changed. People are scamming us.
See, and you got Nintendo doing that. That makes me think if Nintendo is doing it, like it's no big fucking deal.
They're already scamming us.
It's like
they already sold us games. How many times have I bought Punch Out?
They've been doing that shit. They've been doing that shit for years.
And they'll shut the fuck out of emulations. They killed the internet for emulations.
They do not care.
Nah.
They are
How dare
savages.
you offer
But yeah,
that?
there's practical and efficient and good ways to use NFTs, but this is a bad way to do it.
No, this is a bad way. Yes,
This is a bad way to do it.
I want to see them. I want to see them call it something different because NFTs is dead.
No, I'm about to say change.
gotta change
You're
the
at the
name.
point you need to change the name.
How about digital ownership, DO or something?
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Digital ownership.
D.O. Let me get that D.O.
Give me that dough. Just do what you do.
Move that dough. We gonna move that dough.
You got
They
that
have to-
dough?
But no, they have to change the name and they have to give it a different outlook and find a way to make it less, more environmental friendly, I should say.
Because someone
And also
won't get
make-
up to swap game discs.
And also put no, but also they need to have some.
Yes.
They need to implement regulations before anything else
Hey,
because
that's important.
there's
But
so many
imagine-
people scamming. That's why it's
Yeah.
No, I
that's
know.
why it's bad press. It's because it's scams.
But just another plus to it, if it was to work out. Say you were at a company, a small indie company. You sell your game.
Mm-hmm.
Before, if someone bought that game, returned it to the store for a sale, and they sell that back, developer doesn't make any of that money again. They don't see another purchase. If it was tied to the person who created it, the developer, if I sold that to somebody and that person sold it to somebody, and that
Developer
person
gets a
sold it
cut.
to somebody, the developer gets money from that. So they will continuously get money from that product if it's being sold like that.
Yup.
So that
Yeah,
helps
there you
out
go.
the people who create it.
And they can track it and everything.
They're like, no, we don't want that.
No, they don't.
We're
gonna sell you the same game.
Yeah, we don't want that. Oh no.
Yeah, and if a store, if something like a GameStop or something has to be all digital, they can actually create a
GameStop
business
would-
do that and do digital only,
they would come back.
and they can
true.
do it. If there's no physical mom and pop store, it's done. GameStop done.
Yeah.
All that stuff is done. There's a lot of stuff that can just disappear if there's no physical editions of games.
Yeah, resellers, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Square, y'all are asses for this because the NFT thing that y'all are doing, that's not what we want. We don't want pictures because that ain't worth nothing for nobody. You're making us buy pictures. That's not what it's for. So that's a scam that people are doing, and I don't know, man. Millions of dollars. Come on, I don't know how that. I don't know how it even happens.
It's a scam, dude.
But yeah, that's scammy.
Yes.
So no NFTs. Kill the name. Kill that type of use of it, and actually get us digital ownership the right way.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
let us
real.
know in the comments how that makes you feel. I don't know, man. Do you hate me? Or do you love me?
Oh man.
All right. So we have ranked mode finally arrives in MultiVersus.
Yeah.
But it isn't sticking around forever.
No.
Why not?
This is the alpha. Not
Beta.
Street Fighter Alpha.
Beta. Oh, is it-
Alpha.
It's the alpha?
This is the alpha.
The omega.
This is only for a limited time. They want to see what's going on with it. They want to see how people exploit everything in the rank system because they're waiting. They want to see because people are going to do it. And then they're going to attempt to fix all the wrongs. So you guys played it.
Yep.
Let them know how you feel about it.
You know what's funny though? It's like I really still don't know how it works. I don't know how it works.
I was talking to Eric earlier about this.
They
Like, I
have
don't know.
different. They have because I didn't even look into it. I just
Yeah.
said ranked mode. Let's do it. That's how I did it.
You get points every time you win. You lose, you don't get points, and it's like they give you get a certain number of points. You go up different rank levels, and it's
I
like
think there's
okay.
tiers in each.
It seems like there's
level.
tiers.
Like bronze, I think there's like 3 levels, and I think there's silver, then there's gold, then there's diamond, something else, and then grandmaster.
Yeah.
But I played, just maybe 11 sets or whatever. But I think I got to silver already.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know how it works, but I'm very curious to see
Mm-hmm.
because. That's what I liked about Smash Brothers Ultimate was the ranked.
Great rank. I like their rank mode.
You know, you see how many points you get. You go into elite, and then when you go into elite, you fight a higher competition.
Yeah. And if you go away from the game, you're still elite when you come back.
Exactly.
You're gonna be fighting top tier still.
Also, I saw in the ranked. I looked in the thing. If you go to a certain, if you're like Grandmaster, you're high up there, and you don't play in a couple of days.
They start
deduct.
taking. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's foul.
I was like, oh damn, man, like that's fucked up.
I
So,
worked so hard to get to this level. You gonna take away from me?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're trying to incorporate certain things that, and feedback from other people that works. And you know what the thing is when it comes to ranked and, cheap shit, next time we have Tony on, I want to bring up the instant replays again because I see what he was saying. But if you could record some bullshit that just happened and submit it somewhere, then you'll be like...
Well, I think he wants you to be able to record and send it. He doesn't want it into the system. I've seen people post up little clips of glitches and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's like, it's the turbo problem. I want to get up and hit record and, But if there was just something like where I can get like a quick clip, in matches and just, send it somewhere so they can just go in there and be like, all right, we got to touch up Harley because she keeps doing this. We got to touch up Finn because it is, and da-da-da-da-da. That's how you...
Yeah, I feel Finn. I have some issues with Finn sometimes. He breaks everything. I'm like, his bum rush is breaking everything. His hitboxes.
He's always done that, though.
Yes. I'm like, fix his hitbox on his sword.
They fixed his bag, the bag power. They nerfed that, but his bum rush goes through everything.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy.
And his hitbox on like a lot of the sword slashes can hit you up when you're above him, which doesn't make sense.
But how are you liking the ranking system so far?
It was good. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
I liked it too.
I liked the competition that was,
I have to keep playing it so I can see how the score, relates. Like you said, that
does it tell you it doesn't tell you like what level you're at?
Yeah, I think.
It shows you.
You said you're silver. I think I went silver.
I went to like silver 2 or silver whatever the fuck, but they have a thing on there that's open till November 17th. That if you win 15 sets in ranked mode, you get like a
cookie.
You get like a golden icon or some shit like that.
Get a badge.
Something like
some sort of a badge that you can wear and show people.
So do you get to keep all the stuff you get?
When you whip their ass.
Kev, you're just trying to derail everything with some nonsense. Trying to have a conversation here.
Yes, exactly. So if you get a ranked like award or level, do you get to? I mean, we obviously probably don't know yet, but do you get to keep that after this beta is over and they restart it again?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
I would
think.
I would think it would stay.
I would think it would stay.
I don't think they're gonna wipe it, but it's cool. I want to see how we do in the 2-on-2s. Yeah. But as long as the game's been out, it's kind of cool to see because coming from Smash Brothers, which I've been playing for years since the N64, and used to how that game goes, and then I moved over to MultiVersus, which has only been out for a couple of months. It makes you think like, all right, how good am I? Make you like, how good are you? So you could see the difference between, all right, I should be beating this person's ass, and okay, I'm on this person's level, but I beat them still. It's okay, cool. You're kind of growing with the community, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like all the stuff that they are doing for season 1, and I'm very curious to see what they do for season 2.
Nice. And Harris, don't double click the like button to show us if you really like it. Triple click is fine. When you're excited, you get triple
odd number. Odd number.
Yeah. Make sure to vote though.
But you guys playing? You like ranked mode? You think it's cheap? Let us know.
So far,
how it's
so
going.
good.
No, people like that, man.
I swear, Kevin's got like a.
Let us know if it's been cheap for y'all. Is it good, or if you run into problems? Let Tony know. Go to his Twitter. No. I'm sure I've seen it, actually. A lot of people hit him up. He's getting.
Tony's like, no!
Yeah, he's getting a lot. So maybe don't go there. But hopefully, if there are any like outstanding glitches and stuff, they'll be able to fix that up. Because they're working on it. People give them some time too. Because I've seen like, oh, you didn't fix it yet. I'm like, dude, you just asked him like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, like,
it takes time. Change takes time.
Be patient, and they'll always keep working on fixes. So fucking relax.
Yeah. And what you got? You got the poll over there? Pause. I can't even say it.
It's up there.
You got
It's
the
up
voting.
there.
You got the voting poll over there.
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat.
So like I said, let us know.
It's also on
the chat.
YouTube.
But yes, we're gonna go on a break, get some more drinks, and we're gonna give you time to hit what you want to vote on that poll there.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It's also up on YouTube as well. So
it's on YouTube too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let us know.
Oh yeah.
Let me
on the
check
community
YouTube,
YouTube community tab.
Yeah, he's gonna put that post there. So you guys are probably gonna go
We
to
have
that
the YouTube community post, and
nobody's
it's
seen the
also
Twitter
on
one. Join Twitter, y'all. Are y'all on Twitter?
Yeah,
following
right.
us on Twitter because nobody sees it.
Obviously, we got more on YouTube, but
Yeah, I know exactly.
For real.
but yeah, I don't know what it's at. But
you're
we're
not
gonna
in the-
reveal that at the end.
And if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, level 857. Go there if you haven't. And if you're there, listen, it's going to kick up. We're going to get some more stuff going on.
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
So don't worry. We appreciate y'all.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're going to get some more drinks, and you guys do the same.
We'll be back, y'all.
FPS
FPS.
I put a hole in your chest.
Wow.
Make him feel
The great
depressed.
frame rate debate.
That's what it is, y'all.
Yeah,
That's right, man.
Oh yeah.
Does FPS matter?
Yes.
So we asked you guys in the chat and out there in the world when you're looking at this later.
Yeah.
Does FPS matter to you? Frames per second. Does it hinder the performance of a game? Does it change your mind about a game? Does it matter at all to you? So we'll start with what frames per second meant to you in the early days, before 3D games and before we knew what it was. So in the 16-bit or 8-bit era, no one talked about frames per second. It was just, it runs choppy, it looks bad.
A slowdown.
We don't know what this is.
Follow the drip,
Slowdown.
follow the drip.
It was a slowdown. Remember that?
Basically, it was slow down.
Like, oh shit, the slowdown.
Slow down and non-slow down.
There's a lot of
Well-
slowdown in the game.
In the 8-bit era, it was, oh, the screen is getting garbled.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Like
yeah,
it's looking bad. It's getting chopped up. That wasn't about frame rates.
No.
I figured out that most of those games did run at 60 frames, to be honest. Because if you ever look at a 30 frames per second recording of one of those games, that's when characters disappear on YouTube.
Yep.
When you're looking at Sonic run and he gets the shield, it'll make him invisible because it's reading every other frame.
You
if
mean
it's at 30?
The Wong?
Yeah, the
I
Wong.
used to call them Wongs.
The Wong. But yes, it would disappear because it's reading 30 frames when it's a 60 frame game.
Yeah.
We didn't look at those games at 60 frames. They didn't look like anything special, especially when you're looking at a 3D game at 60 frames versus 30.
Yeah.
So, first time it like hit me and hindered the gameplay experience for me was first person shooters. When I first saw something like Castle Wolfenstein or Doom or Duke Nukem, that's when I really started actually trying to play a first person shooter, was when Duke Nukem 3D came out. And I was like, why am I getting headaches? Why do I feel like throwing up after playing this game? And I didn't put it together that, oh, frame rate is a possibility, because it looked bad because my eyes were running at a different way seeing this character move. So when they finally did fix that, like I would say probably the Xbox era, Xbox maybe
They had it before.
mostly the 360 era was when they started running it at 60 frames per second and stuff like that. There were some games.
Soul Calibur Dreamcast.
We're talking just.
First person shooters.
We're talking just.
Same thing. Same
Are
thing.
we talking? Are we talking just consoles or PC?
Consoles. I did not run PC back then, and it was super
I did.
expensive. I mean, you could talk
I
about
did,
that
I
too.
did.
But yeah, it would cost you a lot of money to get the 3D cards that could run smooth like that too.
Yeah.
What was it? 3D.
Voodoo
It was the
3D.
Voodoo 3D FX cards.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Oh, jeez. Show my
Voodoo
age.
3D
I bought
FX,
one
man.
of those for Mario and Zelda. Surprise, surprise. It
my-
wasn't even Nintendo.
My dad gave me his old work computer because he got a new one. He upgraded it, and that was my first like gaming PC or whatever. And Doom was the first game I played, and
And
that
that's
was
the first thing that would tell you that the shit was running
Well,
bad. Right?
well, no,
'Cause you
no,
could
no,
feel-
no. It's on the contrary, Doom actually ran 60 frames. If you
Well,
play
yeah.
it
On
now,
PC, yeah.
oh, dude, on PC, phew, forget it, man. Every other version of it, when it came out on the 32X, when it came out on, they were inferior. Everything else was inferior. That was like PC just killed it. And again, this was at the time when I didn't have the crazy graphics card or anything like that. It wasn't anything nuts.
Well,
it
if you
was
had
my
a
dad's old
PlayStation,
computer,
And you had games like Descent,
that's when I saw
and
it,
shit
yeah.
would make you want to throw up. The screen would flip.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
it would just be choppy. And I would be like, nah, I can't mess with these games. And everybody's like, new generation plays first person shooters. I skipped all that.
I love the hell.
Because even on was GoldenEye 60 frames? No.
And 64.
I guarantee you it
think
wasn't.
so. I
No,
don't think
couldn't
so.
have been. Couldn't have been.
I don't think so.
Because I've seen comparisons
No,
of it running
no,
on
it
newer
wasn't.
systems
It
and
wasn't.
and it was definitely not. It was like 14 frames.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
That's when you was like, oh, this is a bad game. It is moving like that. But like, when was the first time in your gaming, like playing something that you said, hey, this looks better because of something, and you didn't realize that it was the frames per second that did it? Because mine would probably be something like Toe Ball. And I was like, why does this look so much smoother?
Toe
than
Ball
Tekken?
2, yeah, it was definitely a 60 frames per second. Like, oh, this looks awesome. Sonic Adventure 2 was another one. That first stage.
He said 7 frames per second for players for GoldenEye.
I would say
Yeah, it did.
Wipeout.
It's like brute force.
the original Wipeout for PS1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like my first. I was like, wow, okay.
Did I run a 60?
I don't know if it did, but it felt smoother than.
It was smooth.
And Ridge Racer also is another one that I would say.
Oh, I'll tell you the difference between that. They had so they had the regular Ridge Racer, which was 30 frames.
Oh, they did?
And they had a special mode in there that ran it at 60. It was like a remix mode. And it was crazy. And I was like, whoa, that's so much smooth. It was literally like one car, one race. And I think the first Ridge Racer was one race anyway. But they did have a remix mode that was a bonus on a bonus disc. And I was like, yo, that looks crazy.
Turbo
in
mode.
comparison.
Yes.
Turbo
Yes.
mode. But yes, Tobal did look a hell of a lot. It was, okay, so the trade-off of that was the graphics. So he's played something like Tekken or Soul Calibur. Not for Dreamcast, all right? I didn't get the Dreamcast yet. So Soul Blade, I should say. If you're playing that and you play Tobal next to it, it was like, wow, Tobal is the detail in Tobal was not there. Like it was flat.
Nah.
And you can even say the same about in the 32-bit era, Virtual Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Not the original, the remake of it. The Redux.
The Redux of
That
the
was
first
at
one.
60 frames. The original one was not.
No.
No.
The first one, no.
No. But they came out with the remake of that one, which was 60 frames. Then obviously Virtual Fighter 2.
That was 60.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that actually had some detail to it. But Tobal was flat. It was weird. It didn't have the texture. So it was just like polygons. But it was smooth. It was smooth and it felt like it was there. Because if you played Tekken 1 and you seen Kuma, the bear, his polygons were dripping off him.
Oh, yeah.
You can see through the body.
Follow the drip.
Same with Toshinden. You can see through the bodies on there. The polygons were crazy.
Kazan.
I never give up.
I just beat that last week. I forgot to tell you. I played
Aurora
it.
Revolution.
I beat it with Sophia.
Oh, man.
But yeah. So those were the games. The games that mostly got impacted though were first-person shooters, and I still stayed away from all of them until maybe I don't remember if the Vin Diesel game was 60 frames, but it had a unique art style. I don't think it was 60.
Wheelman?
I don't think that was 60
Wheelman.
either.
No, man.
The first person shooter, it was good. I don't think
It was
60.
the
Chronicles of Riddick?
Return to
Chronicles Return to something.
Return
like
to
that.
Butcher Bay.
Return
Yeah.
to Butcher Bay. I think it was. Yeah.
Was that like a remake for that?
Chronicles
or
of-
There was a
remaster?
remake.
The remastered one might have been 60.
It's hard to tell.
What the fuck? Nobody heard that.
I'm
the only one that heard that shit.
Sneaky too.
What was it?
Look, I said Chronicles of Riddick. I said Chronicles of my dick.
I was like, yo, nobody heard that. I was like, I looked around too. Like, nobody fucking heard that shit. I'm the only one.
Well, listen, like I said, it's hard to tell if 2D games were 60 frames or not. I know Street Fighter 3, that was the first game that looked 60 frames.
What?
To me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Street Fighter 3 looked
What was the
beautiful.
frames?
Yeah.
That looked 60.
What
to
was
me.
this? Is the only time I really remember caring about frames in a game is when I played Flashback for Genesis,
That was
Oh,
30.
Flashback.
and I don't know how many frames that was.
That was 60.
That was
Well,
60?
that had a lot of
of
animation.
frames.
I think it was
Yeah.
30. I still think that was 30. I
I
think
don't
they
know.
might
It
have.
just had a lot of animation.
Yeah.
I think they recently came out with a remastered version. That might be.
What happened? What happened there?
Walk like a champion. Talk like a champion.
I think your voice is 30 frames right there.
Kev's voice dropped to like fucking 3 frames. 30, yeah. Charlie
Dropped
Manson,
like
30.
6 octaves.
30, right? Yeah. I know the original's got to be like.
But that actually got me interested in Flashback. Like I was
The animation.
The animation. I was like, oh, that's cool. When I saw him jump across a.
Well, Prince of Persia originally had that.
It got
Like
me
the
into it.
2D Prince of Persia.
Oh, I hated that game.
Well, all of them were
Yeah,
cheap
yeah,
as hell.
no, I'm like first one. Fuck that game.
Abe's
Flash-
Odyssey was like that.
Flashback got me into it
Out of This World was like that.
until I played it.
Another World, whatever you want to call
A
it.
lot of people hated Flashback. For some reason, I really enjoyed it.
It just never gelled.
Flashback
man.
was good.
And I beat it. Like I rented it for 3 days, and I beat it on the last day.
I never had the patience for
Yeah.
that shit. No dialogue, no nothing. I'm like, where do you go? Dead. What?
It was tough. That was a hard game.
Hold on.
Harish, if Street Fighter 3 was 30 frames, I'm saying it's the first game that looked 60 because that shit had a lot of animation.
It did have a lot of
It
animation.
did.
For a fighter, for a 2D fighter, it had
And
crazy
that,
animation.
and that was the game that first introduced Elena, and she was the capoeira fighter, and that was super smooth.
She was smooth. Everything in that game was smooth.
Everything.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, it could have been.
but it messed up everyone's timing, man. Because there's so much animation.
Yeah, Flashback.
Yeah, and honestly, that would be the only time when the frame rate would matter to me because I love fighting games, and if it affects my timing when someone's playing on 60 compared to when someone's playing on 30, then yeah, it makes a hell of a
I
difference.
think it's very crucial in fighting games.
Yeah.
More than anything, because
Well,
like you
for-
said, timing is a big fucking deal.
So Soul Calibur for Dreamcast, that was 60, right?
Soul Calibur for Dreamcast was sexy.
That was 60, right?
That was
Soul
sexy.
Oh yeah, for Dreamcast.
That was
yes. That was
polished.
60.
It was
yeah.
polished as hell.
That
So
was
it
Great game.
That's probably one of the most polished in the system.
That was the best. That was the first time it was like better than the arcade. It was.
No,
it was like
it was. It had modes in it. That
That was
were
a smooth game. Very.
but
very smooth.
but yeah, that's the first time. The Dreamcast, I would say, would be the first time I saw detail and 60 frames.
Street
combined.
Fighter 3 is looking 60 frames to me.
It looks like it.
Has
more
Look at
frames.
that though. That looks like 60 frames.
Yeah, like I said, 2D is hard. It's hard to tell.
2D is hard to tell because you have to go. That means there's 60 drawings for 1 second. So think of that.
I might have had 8. I don't know. It was,
Right.
it was smooth. It was
Probably
smooth.
had
Usually
30.
It's like 2 frames in fighting games.
You know.
In 2D. But like I said,
Interesting.
Dreamcast was when you first started seeing detail and 60 frames. So this is 1999.
Dreamcast.
This is 1999, I'm saying.
yeah.
So we are 22, 23 years past that, and we're still talking 60 frames or 30? Because there's always a trade-off, is what I'm getting at. So we were waiting forever on 360, on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. We were waiting. He's like, when are these games going to get to be 60 frames constantly? Because you get like top tier, super great looking games and they be 30 frames. Because there's always the trade-off, whether you want the detail or whether you want the smoothness. They can never put 2 and 2 together and have, I mean, they can. There's sometimes they can figure it out, which is why
It's expensive.
we have to ask these people how they did the secret, because it's possible.
Yeah.
But some games just like, no, it's
Some
one or the
games
other.
you
30-minute loading time. Let me start.
One or the other.
You know,
all they get.
it's weird though, because like I think as technology gets better and better, like I don't care as much when it comes to 30 and 60, because I mean obviously you could see a difference, but to me it doesn't hinder the game. Like depending on what you play, depending on what you play.
So question being asked to everybody, when does it bother you? When you see something in 60 or see something in 30, is there a thing that says, okay, I don't want it because it's that?
Don't want the game, or you don't want.
Will it
or you
sway you
won't
to
play
not play it because of that?
If it runs, if it's like jitter, if it's not as smooth.
Has there been a situation?
Well, the game
Yeah.
has.
So if it's locked 30 frames, you're good.
Yeah,
Has
if
there
it's
been a time,
locked
yeah.
and looks nice, I'm fine. Like Gotham Knights is a perfect example, right? A lot of a lot of hate for that, and I agree that it should be 60. It
Yeah.
should have been 60.
Gotham Knights, yeah.
They advertise it as 60, and it should. I will never argue that. But
What up, Deep?
yo,
Deep.
Deep over.
What up, Deep?
but like playing, I fucking love that game,
Right.
and I don't think once while I'm playing it, it's still smooth as shit. When I'm playing, it's still a smooth. The action is
Yeah.
smooth.
Okay.
When I'm picking Nightwing and doing the flips and all, it's smooth as fuck. I don't notice any issues. But if it was like I'm playing it and you see the textures start to drop, I would be like,
Well, the quality of it.
you guys need to throw it back in the oven. That's when there's a problem. But
Right.
But that's
Yeah.
like when it will drop below 30, though.
yeah,
The
that's
game would have to drop below 30.
That's
30
a-
is the threshold.
that's.
Right.
But if you advertise it as 30,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
anyone would have a problem.
Okay.
I don't
If
think
it's a
anyone would
locked 30, I
about
agree. I agree. For the most part, the way I look at frame rate is the same way I look at like when you have a shitty seat in the movie theater. You know, you're sitting too far, or you're sitting too close or whatever, and it's like, I'm too close. 10 minutes into the movie, you forget about it. That's
I was
exactly how it is with gaming.
I was second row in Avatar The Last Airbender. That shit was in 3D. It was over my head. I did not get used to that.
Oh,
Well, that's where you
no.
messed up, man. You went in 3D, bro.
You start shaking like
Dude, that was like the third time. So
We should have added 3D to the conversation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, you liked that movie that much? You
I saw it 5 times. That's my movie.
Damn.
Wait, the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh, actually, I said Last Airbender? My bad.
Oh, okay.
Avatar.
Nah, cause you
John's eyes looked at him like he looked down
like,
on
"You sure,
He
bro?"
said, "Yo, you
said, my
drinking?"
man.
you almost lost all credibility.
I love Last Airbender cartoon. No, I love it. But, no, Avatar.
I was so concerned for you.
Avatar.
He chalk shifted his whole posture and said,
Yo, my soul almost left my body.
Dude, I'm glad you caught me, because that could have been out in the world.
God. Oh, man.
"But I said, I was about to say, everyone was coming after you.
You're losing subscribers, man. What the hell?
It's lost five.
I did see that. I did see that in the movie. It was terrible. No. Avatar, the Blue People.
Oh, man.
There was a hit out for sticks, man, quick.
James Cameron's Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cameron's Avatar.
Oh, my goodness.
Cartoon is the best thing all the time.
I think we just saved the channel.
No, the way
Oh my goodness.
yes, go ahead.
as I was saying, that's exactly how it is with gaming for me personally. It's like
You get used to it.
and would it be nice to have 60? Of course, it'd be nice. Maybe even more frames. The more the
It's
merrier.
like a cherry on top to me sometimes.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like,
not gonna
if it
kill-
is cool. If not, all right, whatever, man. Just don't fuck up the game.
However, it's got to be locked. At least 30.
Yes.
At least
Yeah.
locked to
Gotta be
30. I don't
polished
want to
30,
see because you play games where it's like some parts is 60 and another part you go to play another part and dips
It
down
happens, yeah.
it's 30.
It's
and
why
then
that
like,
happened. Like, what's going on
It's
here?
like, come on, man. Just
Sometimes it's
as
funny
long as it's
if it happens like once.
Oh, you mean like stay at a K?
Yeah.
When you're driving the fucking street set.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, why is the street have different animation?
Well, pop up is another story. That
makes me laugh.
quality. That's
Yeah.
quality.
That makes me
Yeah.
laugh, though.
But how? All right.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. That's my stance on.
What's your?
When do
take?
I get pissed when I see 30 frames? Every time I see 30 frames.
Oh,
I'm kidding. No, racing games.
When does it become a problem? for you?
Racing games shouldn't be less than 60, and fighting games.
But they
shouldn't
usually
be.
are 60.
They
Racing
usually
games
are. So yeah,
that's
if
the
I-
one thing. What happened? Are we green?
No, that's
Are we good? Okay.
When is it a problem? Well, it's like 30 is the least. When it's on the Xbox Series X or the PS5 and it's 30, that's a problem. And yeah, I don't know where I became a graphics frame rate snob. I
It's on a
don't
lower tier system.
exactly.
Right.
I get mad when I see a 30 frame game on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X.
Listen, you spend $500, it should be 60 frames.
Exactly. That's
Especially
what,
now,
no, really.
2022.
Not wrong.
In 2022, if you spend $500 and $70 for the game,
Yeah.
it should be 60 frames.
Yeah.
when I can run it on my laptop, which is not a high end laptop either. It's just
If you spend that much on a console and that much on a game and that much on a controller if you need one,
$70 for the
there
controller.
should be no mistakes
And that's the thing.
in that game, and it should be top everything. Quality,
Yeah.
frame, everything. should
As
be
great
top-notch.
as Gotham Knights is, I'm like, I was thinking the other day, I was like, yo, I paid $69.99 for this. And it-
64. You got a discount.
Let him know. Let him know. Why you lying to people, man? Why you lying?
Wow.
you didn't pay full price. You lied.
Lying ass.
I was going to.
I was going. Shut the fuck up.
No, all right, I was lucky enough to get a discount, but still though, but it retails for $69.99
Yeah.
with no performance mode. I'm like, that's kind of messed up. I'm like, because usually when we bought these systems for the first place anyway because of the specs and
Yep.
playing backlog games in 60 frames, and it's like, and what happened? The upgrade fee has always been $10, for a lot of PlayStation games. 4 games, yes, being upgraded to PS5 for $10.
Which usually means 60 frames.
Yes,
You're
which
paying $10.
usually, yeah, you do that. Or if same thing with Miles Morales. Well, no, actually, Miles Morales was $49.99 when it jumped to PlayStation 5.
Because it was DLC.
Yes, no, because of
Basic DLC.
Well, be disrespectful. That game was fire.
no, but that's the reason why
It was definitely
they sold Spider-Man remastered for $20 because you're paying the $10 fee for Miles Morales, and you're paying the $10 fee to upgrade Spider-Man. That's that's basically what it is. But people were like,
But they changed Peter Parker's part. That's why I never played it.
Can I ask? So it's fully backwards compatible with PS4, right?
Not fully in certain games that don't, but yeah.
There's like a handful.
Most of it.
Like 90% of the games, or
Like 98%. Yes.
oh wow, okay.
It's good.
but I erase my PS4 games on PS5 that don't play in 60 frames.
No, but they at least play though, like it did on the PS4.
Yes, they at the very least.
Doesn't
they
play
like
worse,
that.
no.
No, it
For the
doesn't
most
play
part.
worse.
Okay.
You still might get a faster load. If it doesn't do 60 frames, you might get faster loading.
Yeah.
You get like little enhancements like that.
So it's not a. I mean, well,
It's not a total.
if you liked it on the if you liked the game on the PS4, then
Don't charge.
Same
you
game.
can't charge more than $59.99 for a 30-frame game on the Series X or the PlayStation 5. That's my issue.
So it should be $10 less if it's 30 frames.
Yes, yes,
At least.
yes,
At
yes, yes. If you can't get
59.
performance mode in there, because this is the thing.
How dare them charge $69?
No.
And I have all the fun.
No. Because if not, they charge $59, right? And then they come out with the freaking 60 frame patch. People will pay the $10. If they
Oh,
care
they'll
about it.
complain. They'll bitch about it, though.
No, but yeah, they might as well. It's like, well, you're paying for the porn patch. They're giving you something. for
Porn
that.
special.
Porn special.
What was that, my dude?
Performance. Didn't I say performance?
Porn.
You said paying for the porn special. What the fuck's the porn?
you trying to get us canceled again, man?
Performance patch. That's all I said in my head. I said
That is
performance patch.
definitely not what you said, you guys.
in your head, but not in reality.
Wow.
That
I
was
know
a
I said
slur.
69 as a joke, but you said this porn special.
Yeah.
It's a performance patch. I'm gonna run that
Going
back
to the
later.
AVN Awards.
I'm gonna run that back
You
later.
definitely did not.
That's it.
You said porn spatula.
Yes.
Yeah,
Porn spatula.
yeah.
Even more disturbing than the special.
First person
is
racing games, fighting games. 60 frames need to
Dude,
have.
want
In Sonic and
smother
Mario
the side
games,
of
60
eggs.
frames.
All right, Chuck, what's your take on it?
I only get mad at 30 frames when I'm playing a fighting game because for the timing. Because you know, like it's very important. People count frames. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yes, they do.
Yeah.
so you got to know. You got to know what you're dealing with. And other than that, like I'm cool with it. Like I love the way Gotham Knights plays. I love the way it looks.
It's a great game.
If it,
I like
but
it a lot.
I'm sure if I got the chance to play it in 60 frames, I'd be like, God damn it.
You know that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Because I was playing Avengers in 30 frames mode
For the longest
for
time.
the longest time. Then I switched it to 60. I was like,
Yeah.
Lord, this
Yeah.
game looks even more amazing.
Yeah, I was like, it looks so beautiful. Like, just the moves and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, and everything's running so fast. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yep. It's quick. That
So
looks
the
awesome.
thing is, if I'm given a choice, if I'm given a choice of 30 or 60, I'm definitely going to see the difference, and I'm always going to choose 60. I don't care if it's the most beautiful looking, most reflective, most lighting, change, like everything, all the weather. If it's 60 versus that 40, that 4K, 30 frames, I'm going to pick performance mode. And I'll give you an example. Spider-Man. It gives you that choice. It starts you off in 4K. And like, wow, this looks crazy. I'm walking around the building, I'm seeing my reflection in the window and all that. It's dope. And no matter what it looks like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Put it to 60. Oh, no, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. The second I turn into it, I'm not going
Doesn't
back.
matter.
So if there's a choice between 30 and 60, there's no way in hell I'm playing in 30 for the most part for any game. Anything. Even God of War. God of War was that? They gave me the choice?
60.
30 or 60? I'm picking 60.
I have to say there is for me.
I'm a graphics whore.
Well, yo, that should be a soundbite.
No, put a little redneck on it. I'm a graphic hole.
I'm a graphics whore. And I'm not going to pick graphics whore. Ever.
Goddamn.
Over 60 frames. Frames is
Porn
more
spatula.
important.
Yep.
No, but this is where I kind of like veer off into a different. The only type of game that I really don't give a shit, or I would actually prefer a 24 frame or a 30 frame, would be a hand drawn like animation.
Well, like Cuphead?
Well, Cuphead is actually 60.
60, yeah.
It is 60.
Because it's the type of game that it was. So they actually started off at 24 frames. They try to make it exactly like it, and
It's hard to play.
it was not an easy thing to play because they had to match it, and they actually drew 60 drawings per second, which is insane for any animation.
Copy and paste. Copy and paste the 30.
And they did it all by hand, which is even crazier. But for like hand drawn animation, I'll give you a perfect example. I played this game twice. The first time I played it, I didn't beat the game. I just played like a few stages or whatever. It was Mark of the Ninja on Xbox 360. I first played it.
Okay.
Then I got the port for the Switch. And I was like, I never played. I know I got it on the 360, but it's portable now. It's on the Switch. They when they first released it, it wasn't 60 like it was on the 360. So I was like, oh shit. I was kind of bummed. I'll be honest. I was kind of bummed at first.
What up, Dreadpool?
But I started playing it. And I was like, this game is pretty fun. This is pretty cool. And it looks like the animation, whatever. It's like almost like Flash animation, kind of. But it's animated like it looked like a cartoon. It looked like you're a ninja or whatever in the colors and everything like that. It was really smooth. And then I went back just to see if I would enjoy it any differently.
Yeah.
I went back to the 360 and I played it in 60 frames, and it felt weird.
Really?
It felt weird.
You didn't like it as much?
Blasphemy.
It was still a good game, but it didn't feel like a cartoon like it did in the lower frame rate.
Interesting.
So that's like a rare thing.
So that's the one time that 60 is worse.
if it's a hand drawn type of thing, it's like 2D whatever hand drawn. It to me, because it looks like any anime or any cartoon that you're watching is 24 frames per second. It's not 60 frames.
Right.
It's 30 frames, or even if it's 30 frames, actually that might be too much. But 24 frames is traditional animation. So for 2D games like that are hand drawn, I think the lower frame rate works for that. If you want to pull
Well,
it
you
off,
barely
to
would
like-
know it, yeah. But primarily, so how
But yeah.
I'll put Gotham out. Gotham Knights. I was all for that game.
Yeah.
And then they split my decision when they said, oh, it's only 30 frames on even the high end systems.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got a PS5, I got an Xbox Series X.
Right.
And I'm like, you tell me it's only 30 on there, no option, and it's on PC, which I also have, and it's 60 on there.
Yep.
And that made me like, you guys are getting on Xbox. I'm not getting it on Xbox if it's on the computer, and I got a computer that can run it at 60.
And I can't get it.
And I ended up not even getting it because if I'm not playing with you guys, there's no reason for me to get it.
No, you got to get it, man.
You have it.
I can
play 2 players with you, but
man,
the
I wanna
4
play
players, it
co-op.
still won't be an option. So it kind of sucks.
I know.
Unless it's crossplay, and I haven't heard anything about it.
Unless Warner Brothers Montreal says, look, we're going to do a performance patch later.
It would sway me, yes. If they did announce the patch and it came out and it was good, I would definitely consider it, yes. But you can't. I don't want to. No.
I don't want to.
No, if it was on PS4, listen,
Not yet.
listen, if it's like Avengers, I have it on PS4, and it's 60 frames on PS5, I'm not gonna buy it again to play it in 60.
Yeah,
Right.
But-
it's such a good game though.
But if they gave me the option to switch it up on there, like it is actually a free update too. But you play it on there for 60 frames, and you notice the difference when you did it.
What, for Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's different. Yeah, I know it's a difference.
It's much smoother.
Oh,
much
yeah.
smoother.
Hell yeah.
But they don't give you a choice of better graphics or smoother. But the only time, all right, so frames per second, when it really does matter, I would say, yes, I'll play a game in 30, I'll play a game in 60, and I won't bitch too much about it unless the game drops, like you said, drops below 30 and it gets choppy.
Unstable.
Yes, if it's just, oh, it's 60, it's 40, it's 30, it's 60, 30,
Right, right.
and you're like, oh, this is nasty, this is nasty, I can't do it.
It's annoying.
But the only time it'll really matter is when you're playing a first-person shooter competitively online on the PC primarily. Like 120, I have it. Like Destiny will run in 120. Call of Duty, I know will run in 120.
Jeez.
Certain games like that will run on a 120 hertz TV. You have to have the monitor or the TV.
Yeah.
But if you're running some monitors go up to 300 hertz,
Right.
like 300 frames per second, which is crazy. Or 344, I think it's even
crazy.
higher.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
So it'll run,
It
and you
looks
can
like-
definitely see,
Yeah.
like, or in virtual reality, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's when frame rate matters, though. That's when it will really matter, because you'll get like, okay, you need to be pinpoint precision. If someone else has that advantage in a competitive game, and you have a 30 frames piece of shit running machine, and you're trying to aim and stuff like that, and they're using a mouse and keyboard and all that stuff. That's when it's like, okay,
It's a wrap for you, son.
yeah, it's definitely a difference there.
I was going to say, to add to that, Tetris Effect Connected, right? It's available on all the platforms.
And you notice a difference on the Switch, yes.
And I played the version on the Switch. All right. It is 60 frames on everything else. On the Switch, it's 30. And it's a competitive game. You're playing online with other people. And damn it, man, it's the timing is off. It's like, it's not the same.
competitive play, frames per second matters.
I can't play online. I have to. I just play the regular.
The trade-off for it being like the power trade-off for playing it like on a Steam Deck or a Switch,
Right.
I would be like, okay, I'll do it in 30 if
Right.
that's the trade-off, because it's portable.
Yeah. Portable.
But for
Yeah,
competition,
that's when it's passable. I'm like, okay, I'll get it on here. I understand you
Yeah.
don't have the processing power to maybe do that, so okay.
Yeah.
But if you're in this day and age with a new system or a new graphics card or anything,
Yeah.
and it says, oh, okay, we just did it because such and such happened, and we didn't do it that way.
Right.
And that's when it's like, nah, man, you can't cut it. No, you can't just do 30 right now
yeah, Nier Automata is 30 frames on the Switch.
But just, all right. But if I had to choose,
And they say it's a great
I'm not going to
port.
get it for the Switch over the other systems because
Right.
it's smooth as hell on the other system.
But the trade-off
I
is
need it for portability,
Portability,
yes.
yeah.
And it's a great, like, even though it's 30, they say it's one of the best
That's
like
what-
conversions between everything.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm actually the person that wants to play this because I hear nothing but great things, and I'm at a
They said it's one of the best ports ever done on the Switch.
I'm at a crossroads. 'Cause
Yeah, they sweat it.
I'm thinking of either getting it on PC.
If you're going to play it at home, get it on the PC. Or,
Well, I have
or on
I have a
system at home.
laptop, so I can bring that. It's portable, so
Yeah, if you're going to play it on something other than the Switch, play it on
Right.
that, if you have the choice.
So you would recommend playing it on the
Definitely. It's smooth
on the
as
laptop.
hell. It's
Okay.
smooth as hell.
Okay.
That's one of the smoothest games I've played. It's amazing.
Dreadpool said that 24 frames per second is a standard for TVs and movies. People that complain that 30 frames per second makes them sick are liars and hypochondriacs.
Let's get into it. Okay, so I had VR for PS4.
Okay.
And PSVR, whatever. So a game at 30 frames per second in VR will make me nauseous.
No, VR will make you nauseous.
No, that's a lot.
No, it's a frame rate.
No.
It's a frame rate.
Give me a story without the VR that would apply.
I will tell you, because you didn't use VR. The thing that makes VR, like, makes you detach from reality is the frame rate not running at something that's reality.
It
So
also
if you
makes
think you're in a 30 frames per second world, you're going to throw up everywhere.
Yeah, it makes you sick.
Yeah.
I know it does make you sick. So you get motion sickness.
So same thing that I said about first-person shooters. When they ran at choppy frame rates, it would make me sick because the way you're moving, it doesn't.
It's fucked up.
Doesn't
It's
work
first
that way.
it's yeah.
But in VR, I'm waiting to play these new ones because that's going to be life changing. Life changing because it's not going to make you throw up because it's first of all the screen resolution on your eyes
Yeah.
way higher.
Yeah, because what was it? Was it like 720 before or something for the PSVR? PS?
Can't tell you for sure because they split it in half because of the two eyes. If it's
Right.
720, it's really like 340 each eye, or 1080 is really like it's split in half.
So the field of view is like.
But if it's high up, if it's like this is high resolution,
Right.
The new one for
The
PS5.
new ones I hear it's supposed to be high
and
resolution.
the new ones for the computers are much higher resolution, and it's like wow, this looks so much cleaner.
I messed with the Oculus Rift when Wes brought it to Zuri's party. He had the Oculus. I used
Oculus
it for a bit.
is it's good, yes, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not top tier. It's not top tier tech.
It felt better. It felt cleaner than the PS VR. But even though Resident Evil 7 did run at 60.
Oh, you had
I did, yeah, I didn't get motion sickness playing that. That was a very smooth.
at 60 is good.
Yeah, that was.
I think for a VR, it's definitely has to be high because
60 or more.
VR
bust.
in itself is fuckery. You know,
Yeah.
like so it has to look. If it's not like
It's got to
this
look
right
like
now,
this. Yeah.
it's going to be a problem. But even still, VR is VR, but it needs to be high up there.
It has to be 60 or above.
But if we're talking like a River City Girls, give a fuck.
Yeah. No.
Like
No, something like
we're
that,
talking
yeah.
Retro games, no.
yeah, stuff
Retro
like
games
that.
doesn't matter. Indie games, most indie games, I don't give a shit.
As long as it doesn't fuck up the performance and this shit just skipping everywhere and
Yeah.
textures dropping and all that stuff, it's whatever to me.
Like you said, it's
it's a trade-off between beauty
it's an icing
and
on the cake.
smooth.
And when
They
it
can't-
looks good,
they
it's-
never can figure it out. Like like I said, they have done it. I know it's possible.
But when it goes back to, I don't know, is it your point or Turbo's or both of your points, but if you're going to be spending a lot of money for a new system,
Right.
that should be mandatory
That's why it should
for
be.
everything. It should.
Yes,
so
it's
it's like,
like-
what's
yes.
the difference between last gen and this gen?
It should be the standard.
Yeah.
Why did people
Now,
buy
the new-
PS4 Pros? Why did they buy Xbox One
For the
X?
bump up.
You know, for the bump up.
in tech, yes.
I
And yes, NES games and 8-bit games, yes, they did run at 60.
Yes.
Most of them, yes.
They bought it for the solid state hard drive. Let me stop.
Well, no, that's a great. That's actually a great feature, though.
No, it is. It is.
Except Star Fox.
Remember
Star Fox ran like 10 frames.
remember how I said before? It's like the future of gaming is not going to be frame rate and all that shit. It's going to be
Stop moving the mic.
it's going to be. Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone. Audio listeners, I said it before. I said that was a while ago. I said
What'd you say?
that the future of gaming is the speed, the loading times, the solid state.
It matters, yes, that matters. But it doesn't break a game.
I
but-
think now it's getting like nitpicky,
Like,
right? Like think
yeah,
about it. It's
yeah, yeah.
nitpicky. Frames are nitpicky.
Yes.
because we're spoiled
Exactly
with it.
that.
Because everything.
frames are nitpicky when it's
Yeah.
bad.
You got a right to
when it's bad. And
You pay $500 for a console. You got a right to feel entitled.
But you can still. All right. So remember,
As it being 22 years since a game hit 60, and you were like, "Damn!"
Let me put
Like
it-
it should be normal.
But if you think about it, that much money for just 60 frames and good graphics.
well, it's 120.
Exactly.
Some games hit 120.
Exactly.
Some games hit 120.
But still, it's like, is it
Get
worth
this.
it though?
Sony PS3, right? Going from PS3 to PS4, you got your.
You say people say they don't see a big difference because they're not looking at frames.
No, but I'm talking about as far as backwards compatibility, right?
Yeah.
With frame rate, right? So comparing the two, PS3 to PS4, there was no backwards compatibility, right? PS4 to PS5, there is backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Thank God.
I care more that I can play my PS4 games on the PS5 than the upgrade, whatever graphical.
Yeah, but that was
upgrade
never
or
the
whatever.
issue. That was never the issue, though. But
Or even
sometimes
having
if
to
you
pay for it.
if you
I'm
put
not
it
going to
on-
pay for it.
Sometimes based on the game, if you put it in there and they up that, they can't just up the frames per second because it changes the timing of the game.
Right.
That's why they can't put out like what was it?
Yeah.
Blanket
Like-
patches.
Well, they can't just make like some of the Dark Souls games. Like it's based on timing, and if they change the frame counting,
Yeah, like-
it's going to mess up the game, and they have to make the whole game. like this.
Like Returnal wouldn't be I can see that happening with Returnal. That's like
Imagine
a
that being
fast-paced.
30 though.
No, I
Come on,
can't.
man.
That's
Come
a
on.
fast-paced
I think
game.
it's like, as the generations of games continue to keep going, it's like getting to a point of like, it's the little things that are more expensive now in the new systems.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Lighting. Yeah.
textures.
Yes.
Because people always said,
stuff
how
like
do these
that.
games get more realistic? And
Yeah.
you saw something maybe 10 years ago. It's like, how does it look better than this?
Yeah.
And then the stuff that people add, people don't appreciate.
But I think people do get caught up into it because, what makes you get into games? It wasn't the graphics, it's the gameplay. Is it fun? And this and that. And if you're paying this much for these new consoles, there shouldn't be a mistake in any game. There shouldn't be one mistake, any complaint or a patch. No, everything has to be perfect. Because you're spending a lot of fucking money, not just for the system. The controller's the same price as the game. Sometimes more.
Wow.
And the controllers be breaking.
Yeah, and they're not even top notch. So it makes me think. I'm like, but like a PS4 is. Why do I need a PS5 just for some textures and some?
It's always
frame
about
rate?
Ray tracing.
And it's like I want to see everything that I buy perfect.
I'll tell you why it's not, though, because it takes so much to do now because of all that stuff in it.
The studio.
Yeah, no, it takes longer. And
It takes 5 years to make a game now.
So it's just
Studio's
like
doing it.
It makes you just like, really?
And then people want it, they don't play test it enough, and you get all the glitches.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we don't bring it out now. Next system's coming out. What are you
have
going to
to.
do?
The investors
You're gonna come out with two Zeldas again.
Before it was standard for a $200 new system for game, systems back in the day. Now it's standard for like a $600 to $700 to $800 system.
Well, inflation, those $200 systems were basically $500 back then. If you look at if they do the money right, because I was like, damn, we used to pay $199 for a Super Nintendo, but that was really like $400 back then, or $500.
Yeah.
So,
And these are for,
you know what's funny? Then we were paying $64.99 for Super Nintendo games. Final Fantasy 2 and
they're still around
$100
the same.
games.
Yeah, still around the same.
Adjusted for price, those games are really like $200, dude.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Adjusting for inflation.
And that was normal.
How much is the Neo Geo now adjusted for
Jeez,
inflation?
that was $800 to begin with back then.
Each car was
that was like
$200.
that was $6 to what? Wasn't that $6?
It was $200 per game.
No, I'm talking about
the game was like
system.
this.
The game was $200.
The system might have been 6. I think it's like 8, but it could have been 6.
That's
Well, how much was it, y'all? How much was the Neo Geo?
it was insane.
I remember we took a peek at. We said no. We stop looking.
That is
We're gonna stop
wild.
looking.
Unless you ran an arcade.
That's a
Unless
rich
you ran an
person's
arcade
console,
and had a movie theater.
was
You're
for
never
the rich.
buying a Neo Geo.
I'll get my Neo Geo fixed when I go and see a movie and play a game for a couple of quarters, and then I'll go home. That's it. I'm not spending that money.
Well, for me, frames per second matters for fighting games for me the most. And you guys brought up the first person shooters, and I'm a Halo player, so that does matter. But that's why I keep getting murdered sometimes because people playing on PC, and I'm just like, yo, you can't be that good.
That's why cross-platform
good.
is iffy on certain things like that.
Right.
But
I think they limit it for people using a controller, right? Or you can set it that way.
Controller.
You
yeah,
can set up don't have keyboard and mouse
right.
to play against you.
Yeah, but
There's a detector, right?
Yeah.
Some shit.
yeah, that's my take. That's my take on that.
Publishers shouldn't bother releasing games for the Series X or the PlayStation 5 if it doesn't have
An option.
60 frames.
An option.
Why do you sound constipated?
An option for 60 frames. And if you have to put it out for 30, you better sell it for $10 less and sell your patch for $10 more once you have it if you get it out.
Yeah.
That's
so
how I feel about that.
my take on it is if you paid so much for a system, computer or console, and you paid exuberant amount of money, like you want top tier performance. And if 60 frames versus 30, that's not, if it's 30 frames, it's not top tier.
Exactly. It's a
And
lot.
if
Crying
they
a lot of
don't-
tears.
Dude,
If they don't give you the option to at least play, like if you want to play in high fidelity with graphics and everything, you want to play it like that at 30 frames, fine. If you want to run it at 30 to get more like smoother gameplay, maybe. If you have to do it and it's taxing the system, like something like Cyberpunk or something, maybe you got to do it that way. But if you don't give me the option to run it at a lower graphical state to get more frame rate, I don't see the reason. And it should be an option for every game that comes out now because it's 2022. And you're paying a lot of money. So give this as the option, and I'm cool with it. You want to play in 30? That's fine. I'm playing in 60 if it's there. Or 120. Or 120.
Or 120.
Yeah.
PC. Yeah, for me, it depends for me. It depends on the type of game. And like I said, the examples I used before was Mark of the Ninja, which is anything hand drawn, anything that represents animation, traditional animation. I prefer, the lower frame rate makes sense. For any competitive games, like if I'm playing competitively Tetris, stuff like that, where it's like you have to make split decisions or whatever, especially if you're doing a cross-platform, yeah, frame rate matters in that scenario. But generally, I don't care. Like as long as it's locked,
It's not going to sway.
As long as it's not all over the place. If it stays at 30, I don't mind. And the game is great. The music is great. All that other stuff is awesome. If it's a great game, it's a great game. It'll stand the test of time. That's where I stand.
Yeah.
It's not a make or break for me. I mean, it's if you're gonna try to advertise new systems and new technology and these expensive systems, this shit better have it, and everything better run perfect. And if it doesn't run perfect, then it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So it's not make or break for me. I mean, that's like if there was no PS5 here, I wouldn't even have one, and I wouldn't even care because it's not that big enough of a jump for me where it's like I have to have this because everything is so fucking expensive nowadays. So there's so many games that come out nowadays, and I'm behind on a couple years of games. So it's not like I won't have anything to play if I don't upgrade to the new systems. There always are going to be games to play, and that's the point. So, but if it's a nice smooth 30, I don't give a shit. But if you're going to promote a game and you're going to show 60, and then you release a 30,
good point.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
It's always been a thing about
because it never bothers me if it's 30, but if you advertise it a certain way and it does not come out the way it looked, that's a fucking problem. And it comes off as very sleazy, and you don't trust that company anymore.
Look what happened on Watch Dogs and Ubisoft.
Look at that. And that just tore everything down. No one cares about it anymore. And that's because of, you show this and you put out, you can't do that.
No,
you can't do that. So, if you're going 60 on the new systems, everything on the new system should be 60. Period.
Yeah, shouldn't be a question.
Everything should be period. If you have an old game returning on the new systems, it should be 60.
Right.
Yeah.
That should be the standard for new systems now and going forward.
They always push new graphical features that pushes it back down.
Then it's like
they should have it like the
That's
PC.
why, hence the reason why they give you options.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say.
Turn off some of that.
It should be like a PC. When you get a PC game, you could mess with the resolution. You can mess with the frame rate.
the amount of money these fucks have.
It's so easy to
They
implement.
can make sure this shit comes out. You have money on top of money. You lazy bastards.
Right.
Get it done. And that's it. There's no excuse. No excuse.
Yeah.
So
That's why Steam Deck is such a huge thing, because you can adjust your frame rates. You can make it run in 40 if you want.
Yeah.
A little better than
crazy.
30.
Phantasy Star Online New Genesis has a lot of graphical features. When I first
I
played
still
it.
want to play that.
When I first played for the Series X, I was playing at 30, and I'm like, there's got to be a way to get at 60. And
Phantasy Star on the old Genesis was 30.
I saw it, and I saw a video. I was like, oh, this is where you find the setting. I'm like, but there are a lot of settings that you can mess with. You can mess with shadows.
It can be confusing, yes.
It was crazy.
It's overwhelming.
See,
But as long as you don't break the game.
That's too overwhelming.
That's
for me.
overwhelming.
Just make it a certain way and tell
turn the
us.
shadows up.
On and off.
just tell us what it is.
On and off.
Give us a release date and I'll fucking buy
Ray
it.
tracing looks nice, but if it's keeping me from 60, then
Dude, it's like this.
Tamp it down.
When you get a fucking wrestling game or a basketball game and there's a creative player, remember how it used to be fucking easy?
Oh, wrestling.
And now
frame.
you don't want to make yourself, because it's going to take 5 hours to get my face done. So it's like, if you're giving me options for graphics, fuck that shit. No, make the game a certain way. Tell me what it is before it comes out, and I'll decide if I'm going to buy it. Don't give me all these options.
I think a game at a solid 40, as long as it's solid and it doesn't drop and get you confused while you're playing.
40 looks just like 30, though.
It's
40
Yeah.
and 30 look the same.
It's
to me.
passable. No, it's better. It
is better.
It's,
fine.
yeah,
It
it's more
looks-
closer to a 60.
It's
than
closer to a 60, but it's not.
It just makes sure that it's not dropping below 30.
But back to what you said, Shog, yes, racing games, fighting games, they got to be precise. They have to be. They have to be precise.
Competitive games like
they
that.
have
yes.
to be precise in 60.
Pretty much.
You think I'm playing Parappa the Rapper in 30? I don't even know.
That's just like 5.
That's probably like 2 frames per second.
Yeah,
It's probably like 5 frames.
All right.
let's go to the votes.
let's see what y'all thought.
Let's see what
All right,
everybody else
so
thought.
On Twitter, with a max of 5 votes,
We don't need to talk about how many.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
What's the ratio? What's the ratio?
Yeah.
The ratio is 60% said yes, 40% said no.
Okay.
No, sorry, 40% said it depends.
It depends.
Okay.
Okay.
It
Yeah, it
And
depends on the
wait,
game.
wait, wait.
Depends on the game.
And on YouTube,
Okay.
22% said yes, and 78% said it depends.
Depends. Okay.
Look at that.
It honestly does.
Because it's almost not a yes and no answer.
Yeah, it's not a
Depends.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
just
Well,
not a
30
yes and no
frames is playable. Like a game is playable at 30 frames.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just.
I'd be damned if someone said it's not.
If it's 30 and you didn't tell me about it, I'll be like, hey, this is good.
Yeah, that's false
That's
advertising.
sneaky bullshit. It's
That's
sneaky
false
bullshit.
But
advertising
it's
right
more,
there.
listen, it's more about gameplay, which is this is what we take from the whole thing.
Right.
It's about the gameplay.
Yes.
If the frames per second doesn't hurt the gameplay, then it's
Then we
passable.
good.
It's
Then we
passable.
good. Yeah.
The second the frame rate hurts the gameplay, then it's like, nah, you gotta do something about that.
When it's all over the place, yeah.
Yes.
It hurts the game.
Fact.
Oh, wait a couple of months for the patch. Fuck you. I paid $70 for this shit.
There's always a day one patch. There's always a day one patch.
Patch these nuts.
And on that note,
Yeah. On that note, y'all.
we hope y'all enjoyed the topic.
Yes.
You know,
Wow.
we had problems with the internet, and we wish we didn't.
Yeah.
It was a great conversation with you guys, and it was a great topic for the show, Dan.
Yep.
And before the internet takes us out again.
Yes. We gotta hit y'all with the streaming.
The new streaming schedule.
This is all new, and this is all back on the regular channel, y'all, because live was just it's just not the same without y'all, and y'all are here.
Yeah.
The live channel's still there, so we might
day.
peek in there.
We might
from
do
time
one
to time.
more show to tell everyone to come back here. That's about that.
Yes, but now you can come to see some live streaming because I mean a lot more co-op being played on the main channel anyway. So.
Indeed.
That's right. And
yeah.
MultiVersus Maniacs every Sunday 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. All MultiVersus.
Multiverse exclusively.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tag battles.
Maniacs.
Be sure
Team
to
bells.
check that out.
Team. There's no
Yeah.
tagging.
MVM.
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 Yeah.
And Wednesdays, as it is going on right now.
As long as the internet lets us do it.
As long as there's no issues. The Video Game Podcast.
Indeed.
7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, yeah.
Every Wednesday. Be in the chat like you are now. And prepare for a guest in the future because there will be. And Chalk, what we got going on Fridays?
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got Fighter Fridays.
And that's going nowhere.
We throwing hands.
No, I mean,
That sounded so bad.
Yeah, that did sound bad.
Friday.
no, I mean the other shows have gone.
No.
This is here to stay.
Well, no, it's going back to the
this
main
show,
channel.
This show stands alone.
It is on the main channel.
It's on the main channel again.
Main channel.
Yeah, we throwing hands every Friday night, whether it's a beat 'em up or a fighting game. We throwing hands, and this Friday we throwing hands in Dragon Ball again.
You need to do more co-op on that, man.
Yeah,
I'd like to join in.
yeah.
Co-op. Get
Watch, Alex
some
coming in,
beat 'em ups.
Show y'all what he's made of
Yeah.
with Yamcha.
That's actually who I would pick. I pick Yamcha, Tien, and Piccolo. That would be my
Yamcha's
team.
Yamcha's nasty in
Yamcha's
the
pretty
games,
good,
huh?
actually. He's pretty good, Yamcha.
Yeah, and Tien is a.
He's not bad either.
Tien's a menace, and Piccolo's fun.
It's my
as
squad.
hell.
That's my squad. Even though I don't
Hell
play it,
yeah.
it's my squad.
Dude, I'd take 1080.
1080, 60, any day of the week.
Oh, you can cut me off.
Sorry. It was about, he said 60
All right.
frames.
He said, "Oh, shit, you talking about the car? Oh, let me check
We're ending that.
He waits for Jay to be mid-sentence and then he
Jay.
bounces in.
Yeah.
1440 and 60 will be ideal.
All right.
Yes.
Well, now it's the time to end the podcast.
Yeah.
And we say so.
Yeah.
Before we get cut off, one more time.
Hurry up.
Yeah. Guys, thank you once again. Until next week.
Thank you, guys.
It's been fun.
Base. 60 frames.